What is going on, Walsh? Jessica,
something about it just seems sexual to me.
Which is very confusing considering, as we've discussed, Bike Bianca is not a sexual being in any capacity.
We don't know that officially, but we kind of do. Like,
I think Bike is just a nice guy, and you know, things are gonna happen. Maybe organically, or maybe out of pity. We don't know.
Maybe orgasmically, I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what, we can get to that. I think that's a bad representation of Bike. We need to say, like, this guy has had his mustache cut off and now it's back. Like,
yeah, I think it's back.
And what is happening? We haven't even seen him in over a month, and the Masked Bicyclist has been around. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, we know that we have a show coming up on the 10th/11th where we're supposed to see Bike Bianca versus Ichabod Adams for the title. We haven't seen Bike Bianca since he lost his mustache, though. So it's really, I mean, look, we have, but yeah, you know, I'm not whatever.
We don't really know what happened there, but we do know that Masked Bike has been around. And, you know, let's just get the show on the road. Jessica, you know, Kurt King, Sons of Anger, he's the Scramble champion. I mean, we're two-time champ. That's pretty impressive for a fat guy, a fat out of shape guy. Well, he's also he's been around.
He says he's gonna make a lot of Creole and Cajun creations in that pan, considering he is from New Orleans. Oh, so he's gonna spice things up in more ways than one.
This is
this Scramble pan.
I mean, we're seeing a pretty interesting eclectic mix of people here. Like, immediately Ito on the left-hand side of the screen in those checkered pants. He's kind of made a name of himself since like UFC 3.
Wow.
Ito's done. He did something terrible and horrifying in kickboxing a few nights ago. Maybe was it last night? I believe it was last night.
I believe it was last night because I watched the clip. All I could think of was, my God, like, he just killed a man, and he's not. You know, his temperament is not like, he's not an angry man. You know, he's a little serene. He's a little nice. But, you know, this is, sometimes in these things, you gotta stop being nice. You need to get real.
I believe you mean stop being polite and start getting real, as Freddy Fisher climbs on Ito and starts bashing him in the face with fists.
You know? I mean, that's what I mean. You gotta get real, and he's getting real right on his face. Wow, we've definitely got Murph here.
Murph! We love you, Murph.
Who doesn't love Murph?
I want to point out as well, we have a subscription button now. We have that button.
I have subscribed personally. Personally speaking, I have subscribed. I hope that one day other people will as well. I think it's all very exciting.
Yeah, I'm proud of wow Murph, wow. Murph has done it.
Murph has subscribed. I've never been. My heart is warm right now as men scream on screen right now. Who's winning? Like we've seen Kurt King now win twice. Baby Hayes has been around. No one's getting eliminated. We're 5 minutes in, Jessica.
Wow.
Quite the handoff there to Jessica. She's digging around underneath the desk right now. We're not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, who really knows anymore? Wow.
Freddy Fisher. He does not have like the knees or the stamina to climb up top so much, but he's really just He's just putting his whole body into this.
He is. I mean, he's just going for it.
Wow! We got Jessica subscribed. Oh no, but Jason and Bike doesn't work. Murph has got. Oh wow, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on here. We've got greasy men on the ground rolling around. We've got front read without nipples.
Eliminated? No, it's all 8 people are in there.
Yeah, we got everything's going on here.
Got a collection of horrible men and sad people in this ring.
It really is a week.
I'm surprised I guess Esonophil's not in this. I don't know if he overslept. I don't know if something happened to him, but
he's got something bigger going on in his life. He has tonight's the night for him. You know, after winning this title multiple times, he's being given the opportunity to challenge for the .TV title.
See, keep in mind that he already was a .TV champion.
Big top rope powerbomb.
Yeah. You know, people just want to give Esonophil a chance. I don't know why, but they just do. You know, he's trying his best. I feel like that's a way to describe a lot of these men. They're doing the very best that they can. That doesn't mean that they're doing well, but
you know, if his large uncle Rick Roberts could win the Scramble title, that might motivate him to take the .TV title home. Later on tonight.
They could have a family legacy. We don't have that many
steroids and titles and hugs.
Did you just say Uggs? Like, do they wear Uggs when they're not wrestling?
I said hugs, but knowing Esonophil's fashion sense, he could wear Uggs.
I think that Esonophil officially needs to buy a pair of Uggs now. Now that we've got this these subscriptions have been rolling in for us, I think that Bike is the type of guy who will spread the money around, you know, and he'll invest in his product, but he got to make by investing in the product, he got to make people happy. And Esonophil wearing Uggs makes him happy, makes everybody happy. Front read, no nipples. Whoa, Dougie Middle, Rat Middle's stupid little brother just runs into a post.
Dougie Middle.
Poor sweet Dougie.
Dougie Middle.
He's out of the way. Maybe he'll be safe up there all on his own.
Honestly, that was sort of incredible where Dougie hit a jumping complete shot on Baby, and then Vector Vang did a jumping knee drop onto him right after he landed. That was unintentional teamwork, and the kind of stuff that if Bike sees that, he is gonna, like, you know what he's gonna do.
This man picks up on everything. And I'd also like to keep in mind that I don't know what level of meta kayfabe that I'm about to dive into here, but is Bike the first sympathetic, like, owner booker character who's also I don't know, maybe it's because this is all shoot wrestling that really kind of makes this odd, but I'm not really oh my god, Kurt King has been eliminated by Baby Hayes! What?
Wow.
What? Kurt King is eliminated,
wow.
Jessica.
He's been knocked out by a baby to belly.
A baby to belly.
Oh, that's that's unfortunate for who really enjoys his cuisine.
Yeah. You know, Baby wants to start scrambling up some eggs. You know, he's ready to move on past applesauce packs. He's ready.
He's not really ready for solid food. I disagree. He is not ready for solid food yet.
Keep in mind that Kurt King is unconscious in the middle of the ring, and 6 men are getting physical. I don't know if Bike is... Murph, you tell me if Bike is sympathetic. I'm thinking this is overworked.
Overwork, underpaid. He lost his mustache. He puts on a mask and masquerades around. Well, maybe. We don't really know that for sure, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's stupid to pretend. Brick Roberts went for a diving elbow drop on Baby Hayes, who was standing in the corner and completely whipped. Dug him.
Ugh. Vector Vang takes a big baby to back again. Ito goes up and just stomps on Dougie Middle. Brutal.
Yeah, he's really.
I hear a dog barking that I have to go attend to in the hallway.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, sometimes in Iowa, there's just random cornfield dogs that run around, and Bike, the sympathetic owner, does indeed occasionally let them in and just run around. And yeah, Mr. Bianchi needs to check on Kurt King a little bit more, I feel. There's a man hurt in the ring. He's hurt bad. He hasn't, as much as his chest hasn't even heaved. He's not breathing. It's terrible. All while
it's fine. It's totally fine.
All while Brick Roberts is trying to squeeze the life out of Front Reed, who honestly probably already had the life squeezed out of him when he lost his nipples. Oh my God! We just saw Amita Ito eliminated by pinfall.
In these matches, because these guys are really dumb. They break up most pinfall attempts for no benefit of their own.
Well, what's funny is that Brick Roberts tried to break it up, but broke it up after the 3. So it's like, oh, okay. Good old Brick.
Oh, Vang's
I think
out.
Vector. Yeah, I didn't even know. I saw him go out, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. But then he's not okay. He's out. Man, these guys, it's just like always, it's going to be a new champion. And,
So we've got a man with no nipples. We've got a man who admits to be on steroids. We've got an adult baby, and we've got the younger brother of a more successful person.
Yeah.
Final 4. A pretty interesting crop of. It's certainly not a candle to Tina Reigns, Nakamura, and.
Yeah, it's a little different than that, a little bit. I mean, Front Reed is a pretty big deal, but not really. Baby Hayes is a multi-time kickboxing champion. That is something. He was just eliminated by Dougie Middle rolling him up. Dougie Middle broke up a pinfall on Brick Roberts, and then Brick is just trying to stretch Front Reed until he can stretch no further. Dougie Middle is really kind of gumming up the works here.
I mean, that's kind of why he got relentlessly bullied by his older brother Rathaniel out there.
Yeah,
growing up in.
I kind of don't blame him. I don't blame Rat. I mean, this guy is the let Lou of.
He's just a big goofus.
Yeah, he's got this weird mohawk thing. He looks like a goon. He keeps breaking up. He broke up that submission and then looked at the camera. Like he broke the 4th wall. I don't know what he's doing here. He keeps doing it.
I'm back and I am very confused.
For the press box. He's looking for the press box. He's trying to wave to us.
No, yeah, I think he's telling somebody to get help. Kurt King is hurt. Dougie Middle is a kind soul. He's part of the Sons of Anger. He wants people Are you not concerned for Kurt King?
His chest isn't heaving like he's breathing or anything. He's probably dead. What can we do about it?
Chudley.
It'll be fine.
These guys keep breaking up submissions, and I'm really confused as to what they're thinking. Mr. Bianchi just completely fine. You know, a man got thrown in. Oh my God! We're down to 2.
What the hell just happened? Wow, Front Reed. Front Reed. Finally.
Front Reed, you know, he went in. He shot the double leg on him. You got to be a little bit strong to do that, and Dougie has no strength at all.
93%. All right, so that means Front Reed, the nippleless hero. He now is the owner of the pan. I don't even know what type of food he likes.
He probably likes something really bland.
What an amazing day. Hey, right away, speaking of that, we got the .TV title.
Front Reed, another former Scramble champion. It's just going back and forth between the same, like, 3 or 4 guys.
You know, these guys just really value eggs. They really value their breakfasts.
Damn, we just had a couple of new subscribers. Murph is in there. I want to take this moment really quick to say thank you. We all thank you so much for subscribing. It's amazing to even see that happen, and it warms my heart. I'm not speaking for Jessica or Walsh because they have ice running through their veins. But for me, I'm really happy, and I appreciate it, so thank you. Jessica and Walsh can go fuck themselves.
You know, I mean... Yeah, I guess. You know, whatever feels right to you, because this is really... SCFL is all about... Just, does it feel right? Does Spencer Morgan versus Aladdin Bell feel right to you?
I don't even know what that means.
I mean, that's what we're gonna have to explore.
Oh, well, we got Spencer Morgan, Aladdin Bell, not next, though. We gotta do the .TV title, and I refuse to explain why. Because I mean...
early for .TV, but this is an interesting night.
It's exciting times for everybody involved. Especially, this is Dubois. Dubois done pretty darn well as a fighter over the last few months. Kind of the bridesmaid, but never the bride, until he won this. He had to run in hardcore. He's French.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely French.
Yeah. Hey, it's Generic Tag. What's going on, man? Esonophil. I hope he can do this. I really do.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's been here before. He's trying to branch out. Any man who's still wearing his raver pants from Hot Topic from 2002 deserves whatever he gets. You're really having trouble, yeah.
I wonder why Murph, our new subscriber, cannot do the emote.
Because you need to be subscribed to Jason Noir.
My channel, damn it.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, I'll have to create a whole new set of emotes for SCFL. But God knows who it'll be.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the Masked Cyclist.
Would Bike be so vain as to make it all about himself like that?
I think Bike is a little bit... I think his vanity is not intentional.
Right, he's totally unintentionally, yeah, absolutely.
He just has no... He just messes around, and then it involves him because he's like goofing around, and he's like, oh, nobody will care if it's me, and then people are all really upset about it.
So far, not an aggressive match from either of these dudes. I feel like they're taking their time.
Test strength, elbows, like slaps to the chest. There's not a lot going on with these two men.
I can't believe this. Wow, I can't believe he pulled that off like a fisherman suplex off the top rope. Esonophil's just kind of letting himself get beat up right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's... you know, I'm a little shocked Dubois didn't go for the pin right away, but, you know, 3 minutes in... You know, like he's really starting to work this guy over. I mean, he's doing the swinging neck breaker, one of his specialties, which is weird. Very early in the match, he's really trying to hurt this guy. I like this. I like Dubois trying to finish this match early. I like him understanding there's a 15-minute time limit, and unlike past champions who just trying to grind it out to the bitter end, he's trying to finish this.
That's a good point. That's definitely a good point. But you know, it's another thing is I'm wondering if Esonophil is rope-a-doping here and trying to get Dubois tired for a late finish, because he's got less than 11 minutes now, and he's gotten dominated for the first 4 minutes of this fight.
Yeah, I mean, he took a top rope, as Jushin Thunder Liger called it, the Super Fisherman Buster, back in the 90s. I mean, that's pretty crazy. You know, Esonophil, we know he's a little bit nuts. I mean, those pants tell the story, but clearly,
I wouldn't call him nuts. If you wear Jinkos, you're not nuts.
Sheer Jinkos.
Sheer Jinkos, like, and he's got all these chains on him. He's not nuts. He's just like a hazard. He's a walking. Oh God, that punch right to the lower back.
Yeah, this is. I'm really impressed with Dubois. This is what we want to see from the .TV champion.
He's systematically destroying him.
Yeah. And Picaporte is really, he knows what's up. He's trying to get in on that count pretty quickly. He knows that there's a lot on the line. 15-minute time limit here. Oh, wow. What's going on here? Dubois.
Yeah.
Dubois, that dive to the outside was incredible.
Look at these chairs. Oh, God. At 4 chairs, why don't you just pick up the ones right in front of you? Why? Oh!
These guys are kind of... Oh, my God. That swinging neck breaker on the chair. You're already on the outside, and then he's getting pummeled with it. Jesus.
With a 3 count here, does Dubois... Oh! Instantly, my God, instantly become one of the best ever, as you can see us on the mics there.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know why Esonophil's going for a submission on the outside. I mean...
Any offense from Esonophil at this point is good offense.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, these guys are really going at it.
This is like a clown car of chairs. Why why doesn't he just pick up? This is ridiculous. Look at that little, he just hits him a little. He's working over that smaller back. Hey, Jessica, how many times total has a .TV champion ever, like, defended somebody with a pin? Once, maybe?
It's very rare.
I'm wondering if Jessica just fell asleep under the thing. She might have. Yeah, her headset is torn off. Jessica is rolling around underneath the switchboard. It's all very concerning. We're watching it happen.
Jesus, these guys are still outside. We're down to, like... This is kind of... These guys, I mean, you know, Dubois, you know, the background for Dubois is definitely the hardcore matches. But, you know, Esonophil, seeing that 5 minutes were left, knows that he has to win this match in the ring.
My God, Picaporte's busted open as Esonophil's rallying back now, but this seems like it's just going to be... Is it going to be another just 15-minute time limit? What? 4 minutes left. Jessica is now fiddling with the 1/4-inch jack on her headphones. She's underneath the desk. She keeps on turning everything off and on again. I guess we're doing play-by-play on that.
I mean, it is pretty fascinating.
It is. I mean, you like to see someone just do technical work every now and again. You know, I know that it's at an inopportune time for the viewers, but I'm enthralled by what I'm seeing here. Is Jessica just fiddles with audio jacks. Oh my God, that's the worst head chair shot ever. Jessica should. Oh my God, that needs to be clipped by somebody. Somebody needs to clip that. Oh, but then Dubois. Why are you doing, Esonophil?
Oh my God. He slammed him on the chair. I mean, that's something, but then he's cartwheeling around like an asshole. These guys are not smart.
This is... I feel like this is just going to be another Dubois win. That's what we've seen here.
Yeah.
90 seconds to go. Unless.
Wow.
No, no. Esonophil's coming on way too late here.
Yeah, I mean, we have a bloody ref. We've got a mountain of chairs out here that needs to be picked up. The chair somehow dislodged Jessica's headset. You know.
Look at this. Esonophil, listen, I know that I'm going to break some rules here, but I heard in the back that Esonophil only agreed to 7 chair shots. Dubois has at least hit him 11 times. This is Esonophil's family is in the crowd with a documentary crew. Time is up.
Time is up. You know what I mean?
Barry Blostein is in the crowd.
Wow.
You know what? Frankly, I just can't handle it. Look at that Murph. Thank you.
Jeez.
Hey, 69.
Truly, these guys. That was a pretty brutal match.
Yeah, I mean that was brutal, but I mean Dubois won easily. So now we're gonna go. Dubois retains, and now we're gonna go to Spencer Morgan and Aladdin Bell, and this is Walsh. This has been a bit of an interesting little thing that's been developing between the Democratic Socialists and Spencer Morgan, who works at Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, I mean. We're talking Team Suits and Team DSA, and Team Suits is down a man. We saw Raul Hernandez get his arm pretty yanked up 2 weeks ago from America Right, or a week ago, and Spencer Morgan has to go it alone. But last week we saw Spencer Morgan take America Right out, defeating him. And now he's fighting the other half of the team. I feel like Raul and Spencer really bonded over the fact that they both wear suits. And I for one am proud of the connections that are forged in our hallowed SCFL ring. I'm proud that these men can find something in common, forge friendships. I mean, We've seen best of friends forged here. We've seen Xylophonist and Let Lou crawl around all these little weird holes together. We've seen men bond over their love of menswear. I don't know.
There he is, Aladdin. Aladdin's a former champion. He was a kickboxing great. And he's just kind of been languishing. It's kind of nice to see that, he's found some politics. Maybe he's kind of found himself. There's Picaporte's blood is all over the ring. Oh, and then Mr. Bianche's in is with the referee.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if his facial hair is there or not, but doesn't look like it.
I don't think so. No, he has refused to grow back his mustache since Ichabod. Whoa!
We saw a little bit of it the other. Oh.
Sliding underneath some. We've seen Spencer Morgan, for a guy who works at Men's Warehouse. He's in really good shape.
He's spry.
Ooh, Aladdin Bell falling face first onto those ropes. God.
I mean, that's gotta hurt.
That's like when Rey Mysterio killed that guy.
My God.
Aladdin Bell nearly with the internal decapitation.
Perro Aguayo Jr. What rates? My God. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah, that's a deep cut internal decapitation there.
Yeah. I made my wife watch that clip and tell me why this happened.
Absolutely terrible. We'll move on. Back to Men's Warehouse. Spencer Morgan gets a 15% discount.
If you want, you can go to his specific one in Minnesota, and he'll show you that he can love how you look. It's just getting there is difficult. We've seen Spencer. He had to forego this championship, the .TV championship that we saw decided earlier. He had to forego that championship because of a shift at the Men's Warehouse. And now, I believe that him and Raul have their sights set on the tag team titles. And, I don't blame them. They worked well together. They just had a rough night where, Raul's arm was twisted in a way that probably shouldn't have been twisted. And that really, it was disturbing. The pacing of this match is interesting. I mean, when we saw Spencer against America Wright last time, it was a little bit quicker than this. America Wright was really looking to finish him in the same way, and you know, Spencer knew that, and Spencer had that sense of urgency to him. These guys are kind of in a feeling out process. Maybe there's some mutual respect here. I don't really know. Aladdin Bell, you know, he's a complicated guy. He disappointed his father by becoming not only a socialist, but you know, supporting Bernie Sanders in the 2016 primaries. But you know, he disappoints his dad on a regular basis. His father, you know, I mean, his father has really strange expectations. He really, you know, he was never going to be happy with a son of the ethnicity that he is, and that's really sad. And you know, I personally, I think America Wright and Aladdin Bell getting to the top of the mountain and challenging the for the tag titles against his father and a random Russian guy would be a cathartic experience for young Aladdin. That was a really great sunset flip by Spencer. He's really, you know, he's impressing a lot of people.
I agree. I think that stylistically this is a good match, and like you're saying, the pace of this match, they are pacing themselves. But we also have to be honest. A socialist is not going to work too hard because he doesn't have to. He's on the card now. He's got a few.
Wow.
Well, you know, all right. Like, why? He's the means of production. So if you work exceptionally over and over and over again, then that's come to be expected of you. And all of these guys, as we know, now that we're getting subscribers, now that we're affiliated or whatever, go click that subscribe button. Everyone's getting a piece, Walsh. Spencer Morgan, he's got to hustle. He doesn't get as much. He's working Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Aladdin is still a student. You know, that might be why he recently became so enamored with the tenets of socialism. Maybe he took a civics class or something, or maybe he's a poli-sci major. I'm not necessarily sure on that, but you know, I think the 2016 election did a lot to a lot of different people, and it's interesting to see what it did to him and what this means to his family. But you know, the focus here has to be on Spencer Morgan, who I personally, this is pretty incredible watching him work here. This is a guy that nobody had expectations of.
Right.
He's blowing I mean, the bow, sure, it's a little cocky, but you know what? He's doing stuff in the ring that it's impressive. The people want to see. The people are cheering for him. They want to see him. People were upset when he lost the .TV championship.
To a guy like Aladdin Bell, Spencer Morgan represents what's wrong with capitalism. I mean,
that's true.
Jessica just crawling out from underneath, just starts talking like, "Welcome back, Jessica. Like, how do we sound?"
Amazing. I lost my lucky marble under the desk, and I had to reach around for a while. You know how it is. You got a lucky marble, and you can't. That goes missing. Your whole world is a.
That's not what we told the viewers.
So. Yeah, Spencer is indeed a capitalist. So this is, you know, I think Aladdin is not too thrilled with having to be in the ring with capitalists, but I feel like everybody is to him at this point.
Aladdin's going to use the opportunity as a teaching moment, because I mean, he can say, "Hey, Spencer, capitalism ruined your chances for success here. They made you work late. You got stripped of the title. That's capitalism at work. That's how it ruins people's lives."
This is late stage capitalism, Spencer. You're not controlling the means of production.
Right, but the thing is okay. So we know that Aladdin Bell is only going to go so hard and so fast and have so good of a match as he gets you know, belly like slammed right there. But the thing is Aladdin is in a capitalist structure, a business. Like, he's dropping that big leg right now while making money. These people are cheering each other on. This is the bread and butter of capitalism, right here.
I feel like, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to speak for him, but there's no such thing as ethical consumption in capitalism. So when you're within the system, you just have to deal with it. And he's trying to fight it from within.
The only way you can, you've got to use whatever platform you can to galvanize the proletariat. you know.
Yeah. I really feel like he should probably, I know he's going for the tag titles with America, but honestly, the most socialist title is probably the .TV title. There's very, very strict working conditions. You work for 15 minutes, and there's, you don't really have to win.
Wow. Both of these men are showing quite a bit. Now, it makes you wonder, because these men, the underlying, economics of all of this, be damned. These men are competitors. They wouldn't step into the ring if they weren't. And now you're starting to see this ramp up. They're landing big moves. They're looking good. Aladdin Bell's coming back and reversing suplexes. Do they actually care? Do they actually care? Or is Aladdin Bell just a neoliberal trying to act cool?
Wow. That is quite a consternation of his beliefs, but I don't know. You can ask him that backstage later. He might try to break your arm. Spencer's arm is kind of hanging. Spencer's arm's hanging a little loose here. Oh God, that big Fujiwara armbar there. He's really trying to work that arm over Spencer, and Spencer knows what happens to him.
Wow. Wow. Whoa. Spencer's marching back. Wow.
Wow.
Big Frankensteiner. Impressive.
He loves how he looks after that, except his arm really seems to be hurting him.
93%. What a fight. What a fight, guys. Keep in mind that Kaizen's coming. Jessica, when is Kaizen coming?
I don't know. I've been flying back and forth to Tokyo at least 2 or 3 times a week, just trying to nail down where he is. He's on his bicycle all over the country, all over Japan. That is, he'll fly into Des Moines and try and bicycle down to Belly Ribbon. Doesn't really read English well, so the signs are very confusing for him. It's a mess. If I could just get a hold of him, either in Japan or when he lands in America, and just direct him to the Belly Ribbon Civic Arena and Agricultural Exhibition Hall on the right day, we'd be set. We would be fine.
Yeah.
But until that day comes, it's I heard like last week he ended up at a barn dance, and he suplexed a guy.
I don't even know what a barn dance is.
It's when you dance in a barn, man. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's what the proud Midwestern people love to do.
I'd like to show you guys something. Keep in mind that tomorrow is the Super Bowl. We all know it. And there's a guy who fights later on tonight. In fact, actually, there's a guy who's about to fight right now for the #1 contendership of the gruesome MMA title. That guy is Foundation Russo. Now, we all know he was the childhood bully of the Philly family. He's kind of an asshole. But he did send us over some media to show. There's not many pictures of him, but he did go through some old photos that he had developed. They were actually not even digital. He had them developed, and then Bike scanned them in, or got let loose to scan them in. And in honor of his Eagles playing the Super Bowl tomorrow, here's a picture of Foundation Russo. Yeah. As you guys can see, this is him at an Eagles practice in 2009. He's really, really proud of this picture. It wasn't the best year for the Eagles, but he's, this was good for him. And if you can't see it, we can computer enhance.
Peter Collins.
There he is.
Enhance.
There we go. There
wow,
he is.
he's really hiding back there, isn't he?
Well, I mean, I
like that he doesn't wear a shirt.
He's just hanging out.
He really wanted them to know that he's a big fan.
Yeah, even then he was a member of Belly Ribbon. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Belly Ribbon is forever,
Yeah, so it's one of those things that he's doing good in life.
You think he's ever eaten a full pizza on his own?
Oh, absolutely, every week.
Go Birds. I'm sure he folds a whole large pizza in half and just eats it like a slightly big taco.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Probably filled with actual tacos inside.
Oof. Now, Gary Bollea is a former MMA champion, Jessica, but Foundation has always been, like, really close. He's always been in the upper echelon of gruesome fighting. Does he have a chance here?
I mean, and Gary, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the current shoot boxing champion. He won that tournament and he defeated Karate Hendricks in the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this whole plays out, because I've heard the rumors that there might be some titles merging together soon.
Oh yeah. Well, we did think, we'll throw it to the chat room, we do think that some of the kickboxing and SWA titles and stuff like that are somewhat redundant, so we want to kind of combine it.
Mike wants to combine it.
But is that with gruesome MMA rules as well? Like, what is that? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, I think we're going to have to figure that out.
Hell yeah, generic tag. Like, a frozen pizza is perfectly fine if you can eat a frozen pizza by yourself.
Yeah, a frozen pizza is the perfect size for a single person.
So that's like a 10, maybe 12-inch, I think? It's definitely not 14-inch. I guess it depends on the frozen pizza. But I'm not going to go so far. Yeah.
I made myself a 10-inch pizza for dinner tonight. I'm perfectly comfortable with that.
Absolutely, and I hope your belly's comfortable too.
It's a little full, but
maybe over 8.
It could be, but I'm not like Foundation eating like a 16-inch pizza. On
Foundation
my own.
Is eating straight up New York style, like 18 inches, rolls it up there.
He's doing the Stella where he just stacks the slices on top of each other.
Exactly. And just I already referenced that in the chat. Some real fucking pizza.
Real fucking pizza.
I got nipples, Flocka. Can you milk me? Round 1 comes to a close.
These guys are just pounding each other. Really erotic.
I mean, especially talking about, if you can get 10 or 12 inches in you. I mean, it's pretty erotic.
There's wow.
10 to 12 inches, lots of eagles. Oh yeah, lots of tight ends and linebackers.
Jessica, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but Murph, I don't know if you saw this, but because you were underneath the desk, but Murph has an awesome replay that you should see. So scroll up in the chat, perhaps.
I can't at the moment.
All right, well here I'll share it again.
It was clipped. Was it clipped?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was clipped.
It was clipped. Wow, Foundation with the combo.
Dig this.
I just put it in the chat. Generic, we're not going to judge you because I also know what it's like. Sometimes I can only eat once a day, and I'm going for it.
Yeah. I had a couple of glasses of Soylent earlier, so that's me.
I don't think you should ever say glasses of Soylent. My God, a DDT in an MMA match.
I make the powdered pitcher, okay?
It still sounds bizarre to me.
It really does. I wish it was a bottle though, because the bottles taste better.
That's it. That is it. Foundation is never going to do this. Gary Bollea is back as the #1 contender.
Yeah.
My God.
Big boot.
Big Bollea boot.
That's his uncle.
It works. Since I missed it, I assume Dubois defended the .TV title via draw, time limit draw.
Oh yeah,
it was quite incredible actually. And speaking of incredible,
the fact that Esonophil managed to last after getting knocked out of the ring with a chair shot is damn impressive.
Absolutely impressive. Speaking of impressive, it's been the Masked Bicyclist 500 record over the last 2 weeks. He's been hovering over the whole league, and we're not really sure why. It's a weird situation. It's a very weird situation. So what are we seeing next? This doesn't make sense to me, the fact that we're going to see these men tonight. We're going to see Let Lou and Xylophonist Bianchi.
They're on a hot streak, brother.
Are they on a hot streak?
They have 1 win. That's a winning streak.
Yeah, and they're going up against a team that actually does have wins. And Blowhole Renard and Justice Turner. You know, I believe this was an issue of logistics because Cheesesteak and Sanders won a match and could have been named #1 contenders, but next weekend they will have to be defending the trios titles along with their you know, Uncle Hero. So, you know, a decision had to be made, and Let Lou and Xylophonist are, man, they're getting their chance.
Lord bless him. Now, Walsh, I know you're familiar with Justice and Blowhole. Are they ever going to come up with a collective tag team name? Or are they just always going to be, Justice and Blowhole?
I don't really know. You know, it's Justice. I think was a little cold tonight. He wore his jean vest. You know, these guys are, I don't know. These guys are bruisers, that's what I'll tell you.
We're discussing about maybe overeating, like we were talking about socialism earlier, and now we're talking about overeating in the chat room, and there's possibly no better segue into overeating than Let Lou and Xylophonist Bianchi. All of these men, really. Yeah.
These men are not buying size medium shirts, that's for sure.
Yeah, look at Chudley. Chudley's got his bread ready. He knows, Jessica, you can articulate this the best. Let Lou here, that singlet used to be a beautiful shade of white. It's now yellow. Lutrition.
It used to be extremely virginal white, which it will always be a virginal color because it's worn by Let Lou.
Oh.
Lutrition is the diet plan that is sweeping Belly Ribbon, and hopefully soon the world. The cornerstone is, of course, the bread balls, where you take a slice of white bread, put a couple of pats of butter, some salt in there, roll it up tight, let it
roll it up tight.
Say steep, I guess. Let it roll it up tight, let it age.
Yeah.
A windowsill for a couple of days, couple of weeks, maybe if you're feeling frisky. And that's the basis of his whole dietary system. There's bread ball soups, there's bread ball salads, which, as I explained, because I've been helping him with this this book. I've been trying to help this kid. Bread ball salad is simply a handful of bread balls and about a cup of mayonnaise mixed together. You can have it as is. You can have a bread ball salad sandwich. There's a lot of options in his cookbook that should be coming out soon.
It's almost too many options, if you know what I mean. Like, maybe this guy is
he needs an editor, you know.
Well, he needs a nutritionist.
Well, he told me he took a nutrition class in community college and he got a D on it. But he said that was in the midst of a pretty bad losing streak in kickboxing. So, you know, who's to say? I did nix his plan of bread ball bubble tea, which just sounded bizarre.
Bubble tea is bizarre in a lot of ways.
Yeah, but when you're just pouring tea on top of bread balls.
Oh God!
I'm trying to find a straw big enough to suck up the bread balls.
God,
you might as well just use like a plumbing pipe or something at that point. Like
every single week, you know, I feel like we're getting a little out in the open here as far as the kayfabe is the league. But listen, you guys, you that have been following along. There is a delicious spread in the hallway that we constantly refer to, the one hallway in the Belly Ribbon Civic Arena, and it is always it's always stacked to the brim with crepes, and the fact that these guys make their little bread balls is an absolute shame. It's a slap in the face of the catering company.
You know what it is? I believe the Bianche catering company, whoever they use, they just go to Costco and you can buy these individually wrapped Nutella crepes there. And I think that's just what's back there because they're all filled with Nutella. So I think those are just the Costco Nutella crepes, to be honest with you. But
then
I'm not complaining because I'll eat them, you know?
But the weird thing is then they put out, like, other things that don't go with a Nutella crepe, like, you know, a salmon spread, which you might put on a regular crepe, but not one that's already pre-filled with Nutella. So it's sometimes just a weird set of options.
A part of me wonders if it's just the fixers just do a weekly Costco run and just get whatever snacks they want, and then have to and then Bike makes them lay them out on like a giant table, and they're really upset. They sit there and watch all the snacks go away.
And there was that time, you know, that makes sense.
Fill up on samples.
I mean,
they fill up on samples at the store.
Absolutely. You know, that's a net positive. But the thing is, you know that those servers at the store actually get paid quite a bit, speaking of retail? Look at Xylophonus and Let Me both get worked over at the same time. That's iconic. That is an iconic image. To watch both of these men just get bullied by men that are much stronger than them. There was that time, if you guys remember, a few months ago that there was just nothing. Wow, Xylophonus grabbing at the belly of Blowhole. There was nothing but quiches, and they were all the same flavor. They were broccoli quiches. Do you guys remember that? But the problem is that they put them on the table, and they weren't even cooked. They just set them out frozen.
Yeah.
I think they were really just trying to hope that nobody would take them. Of course, Hero, you know, considers himself a sandwich aficionado, tried to make a sandwich out of those little mini quiches. And, you know, I think he nuked them in the microwave or something. And these guys were pretty visibly upset that somebody figured out their ruse. They're just not the brightest bulbs.
Look at Blowhole just hold on to the Xylophonus. Looks like a lot of man, but I mean, if you could just put a cloak of fat and just weakness over just like a coat hanger of bones, that's Xylophonus.
You know. But you
God, you know. Bread Ball Alfredo, leg kick TKO.
That was one I'm pushing back. Let Lou really wants that in his nutrition book, and I'm telling him that's one. It's not even Alfredo. Two, it's terrible.
Rolling them up like a bread ball in there. My God. Did the Bianche, did like the belly rubbing guys follow nutrition? I mean, I can't imagine Discussion Davis sitting around eating bread balls dipped in ranch. I mean, I just, you know, he's not that much of an idiot, nor are people like Offers Thompson or, I mean, Garden Green definitely wouldn't touch any of this stuff with a long pole.
Yeah, I think Discussion might use some of nutrition if he ever is trying to trap any raccoons. He'll just leave it out in a cage and hope for the best.
Yeah, but he just ends up catching Let Lou and Xylophonus.
As you can see, Blowhole Bernard is freaking out there as Justice as Let Lou like gets him close because Blowhole has bare skin and he doesn't want to touch Let Lou if he doesn't have to unless he's inflicting pain. So he's screaming out there scared, and he grabs a chair as he rolls into the ring.
Let Lou has it's kind of hard to tell, but he's got a gritty layer of ramen seasoning on him, so it's kind of abrasive. It's like sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Sand. I hate sand.
And it gets everywhere. Living in northern Michigan right on the water, there really is sand that gets everywhere. Oh, wow. Yeah. Xylophonus and Blowhole are just going at it.
Wow.
Yeah, and Xylophonus did not win that fight, of course.
I don't know why he stood for that.
Yeah.
I don't know why he just didn't fall down immediately. Like, he's a man that we can see his socks. Like, I think that... Oh, my God, that Larry on the chair. Jesus.
It's really unfortunate that Sledding is never going to call any kind of disqualification for use of foreign objects.
Wow, look at that. Xylophonus with like the desperation chokeslam.
Is a foreign object, being a citizen of Belgium.
Wow, Xylophonus, he's trying to do something here. I mean, he took that big lariat that his head hit the back of the chair. I think any sort of aggression from him is just like concussion talking. You know, these guys, they're riding high off of win over, and I think they're getting hurt pretty bad here tonight.
Oh,
rolling him up like that bread ball again. That's
yep, always.
Really,
I'm shocked that that Let Loose and Xylophonus have lasted this long. I don't think that they should have a #1 contendership fight.
No, that's where they are.
Hey, guys, for the viewers at home, keep in mind that next week we do this every 5 or 6 weeks. Just like last time over Christmas, every single title is on the line next week. So this #1 contendership fight, it's a big deal next week.
Yeah.
The title is being defended. That's the alt-right. Oh my god, right on the chair.
Jesus.
Justice Turner no-sells it. He's got his jean jacket on.
Yeah, he's cool, man. He's cool. He's got some of those like little lapel pins on him too, like for different brands. He's really hip. The enamel pins.
Brands or different bands or both.
Brands,
well, you know,
like Pepsi,
yeah,
and like
Totino's. Just all the frozen pizza places.
Totino's.
I want Aladdin Bell to fight him, and if Aladdin wins, like he has to be able to put like a Bernie pin on it.
Like the one that's like just the white hair and the glasses.
Right.
Like,
oh no! Wow, Xylophonus is going with Justice now. Xylophonus keeps doing this, but he keeps losing.
Yeah. He's got this courage after winning against Discussion and Philly, but he's an idiot. Like, he's getting hurt. Oh my god, and so's Lou.
These men are just.
Sometimes fighting spirit can be the worst thing a man can have.
Somebody told these guys that they were tough, and now they're just like getting hurt really bad.
Oh god, let Lou. So, see, you don't want to powerbomb him unless you're going to go for the pin, because, like, getting a whiff of that is just...
Oh my god. I like that he goes, like, he's, like, right by the chair, and he's like, well, this kid doesn't probably need the chair. Like, this kid, like, he's getting hurt.
Now we're seeing Let Lou rally back. Look at this. Like, he's rubbing his butt all... Oh, everyone's upset. Wow, Let Lou showing that community college rage. Wow.
Oh my god.
What is Let Lou doing? This is the sodium kicking in. This is he's going for the splash.
Swollen.
Can he do it? Oh, 2.9. This is for the #1 contendership, people.
Jesus Christ. the flying bread ball.
Well, he was my hero.
He flew. He got a little too close to the sun.
Butter.
And then he gets slammed on that. Oh, slammed on that chair.
Well, you know, that's why you don't pick up a chair if you don't know what you're doing with. I mean, just like the back of his head. Oh, I'm starting to feel bad for Lou here. He's trying so hard, and then he's just getting hurt. I mean, that pile driver on the chair should have done the trick, but, you know, he's too stupid to go for a cover afterward.
Like, we're seeing Blowhole Bernard and Justice Turner. You guys watching, you know. Oh, Let Lou, another slam. These guys have fought the best of the best. They're the elite of the tag teams. Let Lou and Xylophonus shouldn't be doing this. What the hell is Let Lou doing? He's just...
Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. What is he thinking?
Oh my god. Blowhole Bernard is gagging. 2.9.
You know, that's what you got to do to put that kid away, though. Yeah, you know, the smell emanating body is just, it's obscene.
It smells like... Oh my god, no!
What?
Let Lou! Let Lou! Let Lou! Let Lou!
I feel like he kicked out right before the 3, but it looks like sledding is giving them a little gift here. I'm lost for words here.
Our precious baby boys did it.
I am...
93%.
I don't know what to say.
These guys are going to get killed by the alt-right. But then again, I don't know.
We're shifting to the high seas. Walsh, Jessica, I don't even. I'm stunned right now. I don't want to talk about Let Lou.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of high seas, I'm pretty sure Let Lou and Xylophonics are going to celebrate with some Ecto Cooler.
Wow.
Story for another time.
Right. So high seas, the Lost Boys, the hardcore champions. They've been feuding over the last few weeks. Talk us through this, Walsh and Jessica.
The possessors of the picture. With Ferrari, until Roberts. Fans of Naveen Andrews, fans of Lost. Hardcore tag team champions face the high seas. Captain White, Algorithm Schneider, in a barbed wire exploding ring match. The ring went up in a terrible explosion. All 4 men knocked unconscious, and now they're battling in singles matches because that's what you do when you have a terrifying, violent draw in a hardcore tag team match. You have horrifying, violent singles matches.
Right, and
until next week.
And they split. Keep in mind, they split, right? Last week, Captain White lost to both Ferrari.
Yeah.
But Algorithm beat Until Robert. But now it's split up. Until Robert's fighting Captain White. Both Ferraris fighting Algorithm. Same rules. And then it looks like next week they're going to be fighting for the picture of the Public Enemy. And believe me when I say that we've been dealing with them. They've been talking about Lost, 4-8, 16, 23, 42. They've been mentioning it to us all the time. We get it. They love Naveen Andrews still. But keep in mind that underneath all this, Captain White and Algorithm are still ever so slightly at odds because Algorithm was able to have a drink with Johnny Depp in Jack Sparrow garb while Captain White threw up on the lawn. So,
yeah,
it's definitely an interesting situation here.
I like that they're both. I like that Algorithm and Johnny Depp are doing the same pose. It's very coordinated, planned, staged picture. I assume that's just for the picture.
No, and I'm a little shocked that the Lost Boys didn't superimpose or just like tape a photograph of Naveen Andrews on their hardcore tag title. I respect that they didn't, though. You know what I mean? Jason has a hard time typing sometimes.
Sad because all you have to do is hit the smiley face button if you're on the desktop version of Twitch.
Wow, wish I knew that, because I definitely am, and that is pretty sad. But you know, it's ignorance sad. You know,
you're available emotes.
You're an available emote.
Wow.
You know, maybe next week, maybe you and I fight. Just you think about that?
I do not agree to that, and if you make me fight, I will file a grievance with HR.
Yeah, we just know that HR is Let Lou and Xylophone.
Well, I'm gonna buy him some Red Bulls, so they'll look favorably on my case.
I mean, you are working with him on nutrition.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What is Let Lou is having a hard time typing. He's, you folks got to see Let Lou with a keyboard. He's one finger pecking at it.
It's kind of greasy. It's keys are sticking. All sorts of stuff in there.
A cat. He's got a cat in
with
him.
There's a cat in. Where is Let Lou?
We had a cornfield dog and now a cornfield cat in the Belly Ribbon Civic Auditorium and Agricultural Exhibition Hall.
Wow. the meta narrative of Let Lou here.
Wow, as we see Captain White and both Ferrari Notice how both Ferrari has finally decided to wear a shirt after like a month in a row of hardcore matches with barbed wire, and he's finally put on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it took him a while, huh?
5 minutes gone.
Mr. Bianchi in full protective gear.
Oh!
White going into some light tubes there.
Yeah, I respect this. I respect the fact that he's actually going for a little bit more in the realm of hard.
Right, because over the first few weeks of them fighting, wow, they are not... This is an interesting evolution. Like, they're embracing the hardcore. If you guys remember, over the last 2 weeks, they largely ignored it.
Yeah, you know, Captain White, as you know, he's wearing his Disney World gear.
Oh my God! Now there's blood all over.
Jesus, we've got. You know, it's never easy when a man goes a board filled with explosion, like little explosion things and barbed wire, and that's what we saw. Blood. There's gore. Alan Tipper. It's everywhere.
Well, I'm sure a parental advisory sticker is going on this match immediately.
90s humor, baby. Joe Lieberman looking to ban this.
I think Murph's right. I think the power of the picture. Both teams, Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock, their spirits, even though I'm pretty sure they're both alive, have influenced these men.
One of the rare cases of overweight wrestlers from the 90s still being alive.
My God, both of these men have now gone into this. They are embracing this. They're bleeding all over the wow.
You know what, man? You turn into the skid. That's what you do.
What does that mean?
That means when you're at it, when your car is getting out of control, you can try to fight it and make it worse, or you can just turn right into it, and then it'll be smooth sailing after it's done.
I could be wrong because Johnny Grunge died in 2006 and Rocco Rock died in 2002, so I'm super wrong.
Jesus! Yeah, I'm like, that didn't sound right.
They're both dead? Wait, are both of the Public Enemy dead?
Yes,
well,
they've been
both?
dead for a while.
Both
like
of them?
15 years?
Wait.
One died when he was 49, the other died when he was 39, so yeah, it's rough times.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
They're both dead?
Not keeping up with pro wrestling in 2002 or 2006, more than likely.
I forgot Rocco Rock's shoot name is Ted Petty, and the Ted Petty Invitational has happened since the fucking 90s. I'm assuming the 2000s. That used to be the big deal. That used to be the big hotness on the indie scene, the Ted Petty Invitational. So you'd see CM Punk, now a UFC veteran.
He's getting a second fight, baby.
Oh.
You should just go to SCFL.
We need to follow his career at some point, I think. Oh, devastating sliding dropkick to the face. I mean, I know it's an explosion, but sliding dropkick really early.
I mean, when you got both of these guys bleeding, I mean, that's any little thing to those cuts. Captain White wearing the frilly shirt from Seinfeld.
Puffy shirt. It's a puffy shirt.
It's too. Oh my God! Another close one.
You know, I mean, that's what happens when the low talker asks you something. The Florida King Invitational. We very well might at some point.
Or the Stromboli Supreme Invitational.
Yeah.
That's sad. There's a lot of dark stuff that's been going on here. Wow, Scandalous Smurf knows all about Florida King. That's that may be a Spencer Morgan thing if he can perhaps like start a seance. I don't know.
Why would Spencer Morgan start a seance?
I don't know. So he can get some work. How about that?
Are you trying to reference Jensen Woods?
Rolls up Captain White until Roberts takes the first of these 2 matches. Wow.
Big Hurricane
win.
Rana.
Big
As
win.
the annoying Joey Styles would say, Hood'em Ken Rana. But it's not, it's a Hurricane Rana.
Interesting.
All right.
That's the second match won by a head scissor pin.
Wow, 91%.
Combination.
We're seeing some good matches tonight. Some really good matches.
Jason, when you said Spencer Morgan, were you trying to reference Jensen Woods, the occultist, or did you actually?
No, with Spencer Morgan. Spencer Morgan is he's really into that. He's also really into like the constellations and like what they do with when you're depending on when you're born.
Wow.
Astrology.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, you know, hey.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, it's nice to know that you'll be right back. And Jessica,
some grapes out of Pride Hero's hands, I'm sure.
in speaking of Hero, thank you. Perfect segue. Jessica, walk us through this commercial because as you guys at home watching, you know that every week this is brought to you by Supreme Buick. You get a free fucking tracksuit if you get, but you gotta fucking buy something like a certified pre-owned or a gym membership. Talk to us about the Supremes, Jessica.
The Supremes are a family from Philadelphia. We got Hero Supreme right in the foreground, the proud uncle of one member, Philly Supreme, and a not so proud uncle of a Cheesesteak Supreme who has currently been going by the term Cheesist, claiming to be the son of Jesus Christ. And there's also, he's not in this ad, there's Sandra Suzuki, Cheesesteak's best friend. But yeah, the Supreme Buick dealership, it's got a car lot, it's got a kickboxing, pro wrestling, MMA style gym. There's a sandwich area where they make fresh, delicious sandwiches. Tracksuits, but they don't sell the tracksuits outright. You have to either buy a pre-owned Buick, you have to get a gym membership, or you have to buy, I believe in Hero's words, like 50 or something sandwiches. I guess there's a punch card, maybe under 50
or something.
Yeah, they're an integral part of Super Chat Fight League, Super Chat Pro Wrestling. You know, it's the Supreme family are the Trios champions with it's typically Hero, Cheesesteak, and Sanders, but I guess in theory, Freebird rules could come into effect and Philly could interject himself, considering he's no longer bogged down by Discussion Davis and that ill-fated Philly Davis attempt. But, you know, quality pre-owned car. A new tracksuit. It's a fresh and clean and, no weird things going on near its sandwich. So get on down to the Supreme Buick dealership. You know, get to kill as many birds with as few stones as possible. Get yourself a new to you car. Get yourself on the track to physical fitness. And ruin it with a artery clogging cheese and beef sandwich.
Murph, does Spencer Morgan believe in crystals? He acknowledges that crystals are a real thing that he can hold in his hands. Yes, he believes in like crystals, but the powers of crystals, if I could stop being a pedantic asshole, are probably like possibly. He's had up and down experiences with them, to be completely honest. And you know, speaking of crystals, I would say that if he did, like Spencer Morgan Amber is the color of Gorvis and Rostaban's energy. In this team, the Phillies, they were involved with the greatest match in SCFL history, the 3-on-3 match. The Supreme Family Buick team versus the Sons of Anger. Now, Jessica, talk to us about the Sons of Anger in 311.
So the Sons of Anger are headed up by Glenn Baptiste. He was in the yellow pants, currently on the outside. I did not even notice Nathaniel Middle made the walk with his brothers. But Rastaban started a spiritual healing center, and there's Chucky Murphy for some reason. He's not typically with this core group, but he's providing. There's Hero and Philly. Anyway, getting a little sidetracked. So Rastaban started the spiritual healing center and a boxer-size class because he had encountered in his many trips to 311 concerts a lot of angry young men whose only outlet was slamming in the pits, and he thought, they can't do this all the time. They've got to have a more consistent outlet for this. So he started to find these angry young men and help to find them an outlet to relieve this negative energy in their lives. And he found Rat Middle. He found Gorvis Rogers. He found a lot of guys, and he's helping them along.
Negative energy and amber energy. Or at least, is amber the color of negative energy?
No. You replace negative energy with amber-colored energy. Amber-colored energy is positive energy. I believe you don't understand that, Jason. That's like basic stuff. That's like year one stuff. It's like Energy 101.
Oh my god. Gorvis has made an interesting jump over to UFC 3. You guys on the channel here maybe possibly know that we also, this whole league is integrated into the UFC league that we also have, so you may see us live on here. And Gorvis and Sandra Suzuki are relatively prominent members of that. Gorvis Gorvis made his debut last night, right, Jessica?
Interesting. I haven't seen Sanders in a kickboxing ring in a while, but if he's making a comeback, certainly be an interesting prospect.
Don't call it a comeback.
Wow, Gorvis is beating the hell out of Sanders Suzuki.
Well, I mean that's what happens to him.
Oh, look at Jesus. He was just jittering around like a
I don't know what that was.
He's really high on caffeine right now.
Keep in mind, Walsh, that we do have Hero Supreme. He's outside the ring watching on.
He's like he's like 5 feet from us.
Yeah, but we have him mic'd up. So do we want to bring him on or not? I don't know.
I mean, he's here.
Now might as well be the time. Let's
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Hero.
What's going on with this Sanders Suzuki fool? Look at him. I'm standing right here. I'm at fucking ringside. I'm watching my boy Cheesesteak has to fucking fix all his problems for him. You got this guy tugging on your leg and your neck, and I don't fucking know anymore. I gotta fucking defend the trios titles with these fucking jokers against these angry guys.
Wow, Baptiste misses the diamond cutter there, though. He misses it again. I think that his
he might be a bigger fucking idiot than Jesus, for Christ's sake.
How do you feel about Jesus, your nephew's sudden turn to believing that he is the Christ?
I don't fucking know. As long as he's staying out of my fucking sandwich shop, as long as he's not fucking around with the cars or anything, I don't give a shit.
the cars.
If he wants to think he's fucking Jesus fucking Christ, I don't. Okay, I'll set you up a fucking nativity scene in the fucking front of the dealership, okay?
Now, Hero, how glad are you that Philly seems to have completely disassociated himself from Discussion Davis, and he's back with the family?
That's where he belongs. You belong with your family. You know what I mean? And you don't belong with none of this. fucking the dream team, the dream team. Yeah, well, you know what? It sold a couple of fucking tracksuits for us, but nothing else happened. All right, nothing good came of it.
Well, I mean, it's a business. You got to stick with it.
You know, but they weren't winning. No, they weren't winning. You know, they were losing all the time. He was really depressed. You know, you ever seen Philly when he's depressed? He just starts punching brick. He goes to the fucking. You know what he does? He goes to the fucking brick wall where we lost our dear friend Florida King, and he just starts punching it. Bare knuckle. He tears his knuckles all apart. Those beautiful knuckles that he uses to punch people. You know, I'm not too into it. I'm not the. You know.
It's interesting to see the side of you. I mean, he's standing right next to you.
Yeah, you know what? Look at him. He's focused. He's
wow.
so focused.
Look at the Sons of Anger are being assholes yet again. Chucky Murphy. Rat Middle also trying to get attention here. Jessica.
We wouldn't be doing that kind of bullshit. We're not those kind of guys. You know what I mean? These guys can be pieces of shit all they want, but you know, Uncle Hero.
Oh my God, Jesus is busted open hard way.
Oh God damn it!
Why is this so personal, Hero? Jessica, you know the Sons of Anger better than anyone. Look at them hide right now. They're being
They can't
bastards.
beat us. They can't fucking beat us. That's what's going on here. You can't. When you can't beat a man, you get frustrated. And you know what? I beat Rat Middle's little fanny Red.
All right. Well, Hero, you go back to. It seems like you may have to jump in at any time. So Jessica, talk to us about. What is with the Sons of Anger? They seem like more dastardly than usual. Ever since they won, they've been terrible people.
Since they've won what? They
or since they lost. Since they lost, I should say.
Did he just say he would spank Rat Middle's ass cherry red?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, he said his fanny, his little fanny.
God, this is the strangest league I've ever had the privilege of having anything to do with. I like that the Supremes are just standing here while the whole Sons of Anger locker room essentially is over there beating up. Look at the blood. Look at the blood pooled up there. This is disgusting. Somebody needs to
Most of these guys are shoot fighters. This is...
Sledding Bianchi is not concerned with the fact that cheesesteak is the legal man. He's letting this go on.
Oh, he's finally back in the ring.
But, see, that's the thing. He likes to pretend that he's got these guys, you know, focused and calm and all sorts of, you know, that he likes to pretend that he's eliminated these sources of anger. But, you know, if one little thing doesn't break right for the Sons of Anger, lose their goddamn minds.
Whoa! 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 Baptiste gets the pin. He's freaking out. Sanders is freaking out. He goes on Gorvis late in the fight. They're fucking going for it. What the hell? Whoa!
This is you know, like he knew what was happening. This is wow. We need to get a better referee to separate them.
Unbelievable. These guys are like, he got busted open.
And Steel Clutches is the right name because Rastavan stole that after Jesus was brutalized by 3 other men.
Unbelievable what we just saw here. I'm blown away. I'm blown away.
Rastavan is, you know, he's one of those. They need him more than they could ever admit.
Or maybe he's a complete dick and he's taking these guys' money. Maybe he's just, you know, presenting a smiling face to the public, and then he could just be a complete piece of shit. I barely know him. I've spoken to him a few times, and
whoa,
he's mostly talked about crystals to me, so I don't know.
I think Hero knew a girl named Crystal, but that's the only reference
that makes a lot of sense. And Brandy.
Yeah.
So we're going back to this on the opposite side now. Can you guys walk through what we're about to see here with these guys? We're about to see Until Robert now fight Algorithm.
Yeah.
Are these the guys that won last week, or are these the guys that lost last week?
Both these guys won, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, this is these guys are gonna. I don't know. I'm concerned about these guys. These guys both went really hard in the last time they fought, and I think we're going to see Algorithm, you know, he has a little bit of a dark side to him.
Yeah, he got really hardcore last week, and these guys are these guys are kind of fine with going bare skin, which is really like, why are you even doing that?
I don't know. These guys, I mean, apparently bare fanny. I don't. You know, I'm.
We don't want to see that. That'll get us pulled from Twitch.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. That's for sure.
Unless we compose like a top 10 best butts of SCFL.
Wow. Or you know, realistically, to make a calendar for charity.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
You know, to help the local animal shelter.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't understand the whole light bulb thing. Like, it looks good and it sounds good, but like, my God, isn't this super dangerous? Why do wrestlers do this? Why does Bike Bianchi follow in like the path of, like, what's? Well, she's been around the industry for a while. Like, how do they get away with it? Like, I know that they get bloody. I know that it's real in a lot of ways, but my God, it doesn't seem like it should be happening.
Yeah, I mean, you know, using light tubes to beat the crap out of each other has become a weird wrestling tradition. And, you know, SCFL is just following in that tradition. You know, we could have done something different, but instead here we are, fluorescent light bulbs. You know, I think it's just a matter of convenience. Like, the Billy Rabon Civic Auditorium has a lot of fluorescent light tubes, and they burn out eventually, and then, you know, Bike, always budget conscious, takes the old ones, and this is where they end up. Also, the old ones from his father's kitchen. You know, there's the big remodel.
Yep, and the big remodel's still going on.
Kind of weird who has giant fluorescent tubes in their kitchen or basement. Like,
oh, until Robert's busted open that.
I mean, I do. I mean, there's a cover,
gonna happen,
right? But
yeah, it's gonna happen in the kitchen or in the basement.
Yeah, my kitchen has a weird fluorescent light display that I don't know. It's too difficult to replace the whole thing, so we just got new bulbs for it and deal with it.
5 minutes gone.
I don't know who Ryoji Ito is, but I want to know.
Ryoji Ito?
Yeah, I'm always into Murph's opinions on wrestling. At this point, it's pretty much you and Murph are the only people I trust. You know what? I probably know him then. I just don't recognize the name.
He was well known for wearing jean shorts and kick pads.
Huh. Was he the chubby man with the blue makeup?
No.
One of these days, we're going to have to get Murph in the booth to replace one of us, or just add to context.
Yeah. Wow.
We could, you know, like go full WWE with like an 18-person booth. Until Robert is a bloody mess already here, and you know, he's not doing his Miami dance, which is you know, his tattoo on his stomach reads Miami in some rather strange cryptic font.
I'm not sure if I know this guy, but my God, like, has he been around forever? Like, this is 2015. Like, I stopped watching this.
Probably 15 years.
Yeah, see, that's probably...
He's pretty old now.
He's probably come in right about when I stopped watching Japan's hardcore scene. But my God, the scars on these men's backs.
I'm trying to think of when Ryoji Ito debuted. Was it? Yeah, 99.
Oh yeah! I mean, that's what we're gonna get to with, like, look at Until Robert, look at Algorithm. These men are absolutely just tearing each other apart over a month, and now they're gonna fight next week for the hardcore tag team title.
Yeah.
I mean, for a framed picture of the Public Enemy that we now know are dead.
Yeah, that means there's no crossover there. Yeah, it's a memorial title. Bike should definitely, like, just scrawl RIP on top of that photo or something.
No, he should just put little X's over their eyes.
That's sad.
He should tape pennies to their eyes.
Bike would put like a Westerosian coin, like on their eyes, like. Let the 7 watch over them.
Bike takes his fiction very seriously.
He does.
You can't tell the difference sometimes.
Bike one time booked a trip to like Comic-Con.
Northern Ireland?
Well, no, like Comic-Con, like I don't know, like Twin Cities, Iowa, essentially. You know.
Wow.
But he couldn't go because he forgot, and he was at school working with the vice principal that day. So he's made an attempt to be able to meet like the person who lit an episode of Second Unit shooting on Game of Thrones.
You know, the Dragon Unit or Wolf Unit, that's what I want to know.
Wow. Dibba-dabba-day, down, down.
Wow, you're really in the festive mood now of talking about 311.
Oh my god, until Robert. It'd be really interesting if Algorithm won this.
I mean that big suplex sends Until Robert out into the boards. That's
he's really
that's the
beat
kind
up
of stuff
now.
you have to do here. That's the kind of stuff these matches are predicated upon. That's how, you know.
And Algorithm's feeling good because he partied near Johnny Depp for like an hour 2 weeks ago.
While his tag partner was barfing.
Right, and we've noticed how Captain White has lost the last few matches while Algorithm is...
He's got that Johnny Depp shine to him, you know? He's just... he keeps cartwheeling. He's really happy with life.
Very
you know, he's
happy.
a little overweight, but he's just happy.
You could describe him as Johnny Depp at the end of Finding Neverland.
Wow, he's really cartwheeling it up tonight. This is, this is maybe a stark contrast from the tone of two men hitting each other with light tubes and exploding boards. I don't know.
Yeah, we're seeing traditional kickboxing combos. He's throwing knees in there. Oh my god, and an Algorithm throws them out again, though. This is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh my god, now finally Algorithm takes his turn into the board.
Algorithm is
They're tearing each other apart until Robert a third time.
tearing us apart. My god, this is, you know, these men, the powerhouses of their respective teams, and you can just see that these guys are just they have gentle souls for partners, and these guys are just brutal.
This is by this point in the last match, it was over already. Like they're going 16 minutes. They're tearing each other apart.
Yeah, literally and figuratively. Let Lou is not a fan of this. I think because he has to clean the ring up. Algorithm is he's getting all pumped up now.
Wow.
His Power Ranger stance.
Like a double big flying boot in the back of the head. That gives you whiplash. And then is he gonna get power? Oh my god.
Oh.
His ass is touching the rope. They're both bleeding really bad.
I mean, that package powerbomb is his big move.
This is brutal.
Yeah, these guys.
Well, they know that this is it. They're tied up. Like the Algorithm knows this is absolutely must win. Until Robert wants to make sure. Whoa.
They want that momentum heading into the tag title match.
Right. Perfect way of putting it.
Yeah, that's what's important to these guys. I don't know why.
That barbed wire bat is covered in blood and it hasn't even been used.
It's terrible.
So
I mean, it's just because the body's rubbing.
Oh my god! And then Algorithm does it. They're tied. They tied going into next week after drawing a month ago. They fought to a draw, and then they fight in combinations of one-on-one, and they end up tying. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Shows how evenly matched these teams are. I mean, it's just crazy.
Wow, 96% from Bixenspan. I'd love to. Oh, wow. So now,
a match of interesting fights. You know, it should be a night of interesting matches. Lots of quality.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep in mind, later on tonight, Bike Let's Love In. Whatever that means, we're just given this stuff. We're supposed to talk about it. Copy usually isn't provided.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're heading into the .TV contendership.
We are.
Right?
We are.
That is a fatal four-way between Offers Thompson, Bradford Culpepper, Kelly Kelly, and Knightsbane Cult.
Very interesting.
So we've got two former .TV champions. We've got two men in a blood feud. Well, one man knows he's in a blood feud. One man is lucky if he's wearing boots going into this match.
I wonder why Kelly Kelly is involved in this, but at the same time I don't want to deny him. He's always welcome.
Maybe he shouldn't be. Maybe he should be shelved for a couple of months to
Kelly's in this fight.
Recover.
Yeah, it's Kelly Kelly Cult.
Well, then we absolutely have to take a look back at when Kelly. He's going on roughly. Now, Jessica, you have to confirm this, but I'm thinking like 55 concussions this month.
Just this month? Well, I mean, we're in a new month, but in the last actual 30 days, yeah, I'd say about 50 to 60. Here was maybe back in December, but he's taken a lot of damage in the interim days to watch. It's been hard on us all. That begs a good question. Why is Kelly allowed to wrestle?
I think Mike just really thinks he's entertaining, and then just keeps booking him. But there's a physical and mental toll being taken on this poor man. Being entertaining is one thing, but Kelly's not winning matches. He's getting hurt. He's getting really hurt.
Not even coming close to winning matches. He had one win in kickboxing. He got extremely full of himself and got destroyed, I believe, the next night in the Super Chat Pro Wrestling ring. It was, he was lucid enough to taunt and talk a lot of trash. And everyone in Super Chat was not on his level. He started headbutting a stop sign in Bellurban, saying that nothing can stop him, and he's trying to knock it down.
See,
he wandered into the ring.
I think Kelly wants to fight. I mean, he's all over the place. He's finally not bleeding anymore. He's back in his pants.
He's in his gear. He's in his dual shorts and his knee pads and his boot look bad. So
this is as composed as we've seen him in a very long time.
Absolutely.
So this is.
I'm really glad.
This is pretty fascinating. I mean, Offers Thompson is all about the .TV title.
And you see Bradford beelining directly for Kelly. There's three other men he could choose to attack, but he knows the easiest option is to he knows where to focus his violence.
Yeah, he does. Man. Yeah, and it's interesting that Bradford Culpepper was due a .TV title shot, and then he got caught up in this Kelly stuff. So this is sort of.
Didn't he lose to Offers in a .TV title shot? All of these men have fought each other in some sort of combination.
Yeah, I mean these guys are. These guys. All of these men are pretty much familiar. I'm not sure that Cult or Kelly have met each other. Yes! But they're going to get to know each other this week, that's for sure. I mean, Cult is a former .TV champion. Offers is both Offers and Cult are two of the most notable .TV champions. These guys have held the title for longer than anybody else. They've defended them more than anybody else. I mean, these two guys alone, you could make a claim for the contendership. you mix in this X factor of Kelly and Bradford. I don't know. I would usually pick offers here, or maybe even Cult, but I don't know what happens here, you know?
Is this a first pin wins, or is this a elimination style match?
It should be first pin.
It should be first pin wins. It should be.
We know how sledding likes to just let things go.
Sometimes sledding doesn't understand what's happening. It seems like he's grown in his beard since earlier tonight.
Mario Yamasaki allowing fights to go on too long, but sledding, above all, lets fights go on way too long. Multiple falls too long.
Well, you know, sometimes sledding doesn't have an earpiece. There's a single piece of paper backstage.
Bike is back there in Gorilla.
Hero.
We talked to Hero. Shaped like a gorilla.
Yeah, Hero still has like what Bike bought was a single one of those necklaces from the Ultimate Fighter, like one of the old ones that look like a little octagon that they wear with a little string around your neck. And that's how Hero was talking earlier tonight.
Wait, are you saying it was a magical amulet?
Yeah, basically. Dana's white is like
imbued by the power of Forrest Griffin.
Yep.
One with this amulet.
This is as real as it gets.
Wow. These guys are.
Oh my God! Of course, Bradford Culpepper.
Yeah, Culpepper and Kelly keeps going after Kelly. He's just trying to hurt him.
This feud is not done. Jessica, aren't they fighting again next week?
We don't have confirmation on that.
There's no title on the line, so hopefully they're not fighting. But Ike's wins are unknowable to the mortal man.
But keep in mind that there's 11. We usually have 12 fight cards. There's 11 titles. There's always one. I mean, what else is there but a Bradford Culpepper versus... He's been yelling Bradford up and down the hallway, eating crepes with his mouth full.
Wow. I think, you know what? It's interesting here. Offers is trying to throw Kelly over the top rope, and I wonder if that could win him the match in the eyes of Sledding Bianchi.
Oh, God!
He keeps trying it, and I don't blame him, because Kelly deserves something.
We've had too many battle rumbles, and these guys get a little confused. Sledding's probably a little confused, and he sees a lot of men in the ring. Sledding almost got run over by Offers, but he sees a lot of guys in the ring. He might not know exactly what the context is, so he's just going to go with whatever's going to keep him out of harm's way, I believe.
No one really knows what. Poor Sledding.
He tries. He's really doing his best. I can't fault him.
This man has had multiple strokes in the ring.
He's too worried about his own model.
Right. He has to do so much. He's tired. Like everyone, he's overworked. Where's boxing in this? I don't know.
I feel like boxing is like the caretaker of Mr. Bianchi, and he just doesn't do anything. Like, Bike is so busy. Boxing doesn't really have another job. He just like hangs out.
Well,
he just hits a heavy bag all day.
Kelly is eliminated.
Well, folks,
goes on.
We've got a Bianchi.
Culpepper looked like he was eliminated. He just refused to do it. So then Sledding is trying to count him out, trying to enforce some rules. Bradford Culpepper is broken kayfabe, refusing to be eliminated, or at least,
he was thrown through the middle rope. Not over
it looked like over the top. We can go back to the replay. He grabs another chair, but there's at least 50, 60 chairs underneath that ring. We don't know why.
It's like the whole stock of chairs that we have.
I do like that Kelly just went out of the ring and was like, well, I guess I better go.
I acknowledge your authority.
Oh no! Oh God! Bradford tried to save himself.
Yep. Bradford now has been eliminated. He can't get away with it twice. We got Offers versus Xylophoners for the #1 contendership of the .TV title. Offers.
This is what would happen if Xylophonist didn't get into xylophones. If he got into any other type of music, this
If he got into black
if he even rode a bike every month, like once a month, this is what Xylophonist would like.
Oh God. Oh God.
2.9. Offers does not want to lose this fight, and these men have had a lot of kickboxing battles in the past. A lot of kickboxing battles. There's a long history here, Walsh.
Yeah, these guys don't like each other very much. That bulldog on the chair, that is Offers. He has this environmental understanding when he's in the ring. I think he wants to pin Cult. I think he knows it's time to get back to the TV title, and by pinning the guy that was, you know, almost beating his record for the championship, personally, that would be a pretty big win for him. This is tense. Wow, Cult is really
Xylophonist. Offers. When is Offers going to go away now? He's got to go away now. Wow.
Why did you say xylophonist again?
Because he looks like him.
Because he's wearing black pants?
Yeah. Wow, 77%. Bix did not like it. So next week...
I don't think Bix understood the rules.
No one understood the rules. So next week we got Nightsbane Cult fighting Dubois for the .TV title. What do we got up next? Yeah, it's a rematch. That's a hell of a fight there.
Yeah. Up next we have Zoning Zhang against Technology Cooper. These guys know each other extremely well.
Wow, and this is for the hardcore title.
No, it's for the contendership for the hardcore title.
Oh, yeah, correct. These guys have already had 2 draws in the last month, actually.
Yeah, these guys are double knockouts. And then Zoning Zhang fought Alex Thompson, the new champion, last week. And double knockout again. These guys are... I feel like Xylophonist and Let Lou set the intensity on the explosives in those matches a little too high. And we're getting a lot of double knockouts. The tag titles, the hardcore title itself. You know, these guys, there's a lot... These guys have quite a feud going. They're both... That you know, Merc brings up a point that both Xylophonist and Cult are members of the Steel Drum Band. Oh, the Steel Drum Band.
That's true. That's very true.
Bodies in the sun.
God damn it.
Sadness and everything. You know, if we set the explosions to 10 minutes, I'm curious if perhaps the same exact thing might happen.
Well, you know what? They've gone this far with the 15 minutes, and I think it's got to stay that way.
Yeah, I feel like it's important.
It absolutely is important. 15 minutes.
These guys, they know each other so well, inside and out, sexually, mutually.
I did not know that they were that close.
No, I just thought the phrase "inside and out" was really sexy. Rhyme with it.
I just want to remind everyone that how awesome is it? We made affiliate. Bike is extremely happy. We've gotten like 3 or 4 subscriptions tonight. It may be the regulars and it may be us, but it's wonderful and it's just so nice.
We urge you all to subscribe.
We've got a hardcore exploding ring match as Xylophonist takes on Xylophonist, and Xylophonist is referee in his power armor.
Anybody wearing black pants is a Xylophonist at heart.
It's true.
You know, Zoning Zhang in his Ryoji Ito inspired gear, by the way. He's seen some death matches in his day. That's why he's so invested in this hardcore title. He's got a very large head. Not sure where that plays into this, but it does.
Well, you can absorb blows to the head a lot better if it's bigger.
Yeah.
You won't avoid them, but you'll be able to take the damage.
Come on!
I'm not a head doctor.
Notice how these men have been through this twice before, and I don't know if their past experiences are really informing their performances here. Like, they just seem like they're taking their time, but they're veterans. They know what they're doing. At this point, it's hard to really commentate and say they're doing anything right or wrong, but these two men have both had draws the last 2 times that they've been out here. Oh, this baseball bat. Technology Cooper almost killed Zoning Zing the last time we saw them fight. Now he's got a sledgehammer. Yeah. Oh my god!
Wow.
This guy just takes it too far, you know?
Yeah, you have to give Zoning Zang credit, though. He takes his damage in stride.
Just like in kickboxing.
Yeah, you know, he's always looking to come roaring back. I'm surprised he's not utilizing the sledgehammer with an elbow strike or something like that. He's a big elbow guy.
These baseball bat shots are just gross. I hate how Technology Cooper's is completely, like, from where he comes from, this is cricket.
Yeah. You know, he's a football hooligan.
Pull the trigger, Zoning!
I don't mean the NFL, but...
No, a traditional footballer.
Does he understand crumpet? Because you have to understand crumpet before you understand cricket.
What is crumpet?
It's
a bread product.
Usually you have it. I believe you usually have it with afternoon tea.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're not familiar with Casey Jones's iconic dialogue from the Ninja Turtle movie.
Wow.
I mean, when he was sitting
Cotius.
out. Yeah, Elias Cotius sitting out on the swing on the patio. Iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle moment.
I'll have to check with Wikipedia and make sure he's not dead, but we should give him a ticket and see if he'll come to a Super Chat show.
Wow.
He'll be in the front row.
Let Lou has informed us that Elias Cotius is an actor and has an IMDb page, which is really fascinating.
He's still alive, which is really good.
Technology and Zoning saying halfway through this match, these headbutts, a little over 6 minutes from now, this thing is going to explode. How much...
Both these guys are bloody. Both these guys have taken trips into the explosion. Mr. Bianchi is in his gear. He's really tentative to go even anywhere near the ropes. He knows that these guys have blood feud going on. Literally blood everywhere.
Zhang trying to straight up murder Cooper with that overhead sledgehammer swing that thankfully was not a successful hit because Technology's head would have split open like a watermelon.
There needs to be talk backstage about what is a way to hit somebody and what's not a way to hit somebody. This is, Jesus.
I mean, Ichabod Adams could have slit Mike Bianchi's throat instead of just shaving off his mustache. So there's definitely some issues at play that we need to address.
Well, murder is murder. You know what I mean?
Murder is murder. Yes. And also, no.
I mean, we've seen Computer Collins murder a man in the. Technology is really big into picking up a weapon and then taunting, so he drops it and then picking it up again. He's tentative. Let Lou has linked to the Wikipedia page on murder. He's definitely a troubled boy.
I think he's just providing information to the chat, and since he's unfamiliar with certain things.
Yeah, he's gonna start linking to like every word he doesn't know. He doesn't like murder.
That's 3 before this whole thing explodes.
Wow. Now I wish we could somehow tell. Oh, brutal! I wish we could somehow tell sledding and bike that say if you grabbed onto barbed wire, like the barbed wire ropes, that should be able to break a pin or submission. But it's like, hey, you gotta grab barbed wire. Has that ever happened in wrestling? I don't think so. That's why everyone should have me book for them. How about that, Walsh?
Wow.
We got a minute and a half until an explosion here.
I feel like zoning might survive the explosion. But it's not clear if he will. I mean, these guys have both taken a lot. Oh God! I mean, the back fist from technology. I mean, we got rolling elbow from zoning. These guys.
Wow, we got JD Merkel here. 30 seconds. Oh no. Oh my God.
We might have another double knockout.
This might be over. This might be over though. This might be over. Oh no. Zoning might be too tough for his own good. The sledgehammer. Knock him out. Oh my God. Oh no, no, no.
Sledding is so slow in that
It's another double knockout.
This doesn't surprise me. These guys are tough. These guys, wow.
A third double knockout in a row?
Can't be. I mean, we talk a lot about Kelly taking damage. This can't be good for
100%. This is the second time ever that we've seen 100%. This is the second time ever. This is the second time ever.
You know, it's gonna have to be a three-way at the pay-per-view. I can't even.
Yeah, a parquet floor.
Murph has a point. Yeah.
I'm blown away. DKO. DKO. What do we have next?
I mean, this show is zipping along here. We our next match is big one.
Team action.
Yeah, Hero and Philly against Discussion and Garden Green.
Wow.
This is the official dissolution of Philly Davis. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, we saw last week. Everyone that tuned in last week saw that Philly Supreme and Discussion Davis got into a crepe fight. We heard and saw, and I want to let you guys know that Bike did message me today, and he signed his text message that I always get from the same number, the Masked Cyclist, which really just this guy, man. Anyway, so he said that coming into this fight, Discussion Davis has had a very bad week. Discussion Davis found a raccoon. This is a picture of Discussion Davis reacting to a raccoon that he caught in Sledding Bianche's backyard. He's losing his mind. He's freaking out. The trash panda is huge, as you can see. He doesn't want to be around it. He's very upset, and so he's coming into this in a really bad way. He's not happy right now.
He lost his tag partner.
He's lost his tag partner. There's a lot about this whole situation that is just not good.
Wow. I like that both him and the trash panda are making the same basic like facial expression and arm pose.
They hated it. Like, from what I understand, Sledding Bianche took the picture. They were like that for a good half hour. They're just screaming at each other and hissing at each other.
I like that Sledding is trying to re-sod his backyard though. Like he's taking home improvement to the next level.
We've talked about it for a month. He's redoing the place. Come on.
I wonder if he's gonna have extra sod left over so we can have a sod deathmatch.
Yeah, could be. That might be the sod deathmatch. Could very well be what we see next week. Yeah. So, you know, it's just a weird situation, and keep in mind that they're fighting Hero Supreme, and they're fighting Philly Supreme, who's gonna wear his tracksuit. This is a big deal. These men are sick of each other, and every time we mention Philly, we have to mention that this is brought to you by Supreme Family Buick.
Yeah, Supreme Family Buick. You know, come on down to, if you're in Philadelphia, go down to Supreme Buick and Jim and get yourself a free fucking tracksuit. That comes with a purchase of a certified pre-owned Buick or acquiring a 12-month gym membership. You don't need to actually attend the gym. You just need to buy the membership. We have not heard back on Hero, how many sandwiches you need to purchase from him. He calls himself a sandwich impresario. He's still. I don't think he's giving away free just yet. Maybe there'll be something like a Subway Club card at some point. I don't know if he sells that many sandwiches, to be honest with you.
Now, did Garden Green have a discussion with Mr. Davis about the treatment of the trash panda, or was that left for perhaps another time? Because I can't imagine Garden Green, who is vegan, and will tell you immediately.
Yeah. Discussion isn't going to be cruel to an animal. He just hates it, and it
still caged. It was still caged. It was still caged.
It's an animal, and it had to be trapped, and I'm sure that Garden Green brought it to the forest where it was set free. But here's the thing. So Discussion Davis, Garden Green, a long time.
They're going right at it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I love how they both opted to start the fight. They're sick of this. Guys, I mean, the chat room, we've seen Philly Davis fail for like the last 6 weeks. Two of the most decorated individual fighters in history turn out to be the worst tag team ever. This is the culmination of a lot. And notice how Hero is there for his nephew. It's good. It's nice of him.
I'm surprised Discussion is not wearing his battle armor.
I think he's trying to set himself apart from the team. The team, he was in the tag team, he wore that battle armor, and it didn't bring him any good luck. While the Supreme family needs to move a good deal of tracksuits that they purchased. So, I mean, I guess that could be the logic behind him wearing the tracksuit still.
JD Merkel, if you ask about Discussion Davis, it's important to know that it's not just a thing that he ran into a raccoon. Hold on, I'm going to text Let to let you know about this.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. There's a story behind it. Wow. Oh, man. Discussion is so angry at Philly. This is crazy. And you know what? If you think of it this way, Jesus Christ, and they're just giving it right back. Philly and Discussion did not work well together at all. And then you see Discussion with a stablemate, and he's double team doing moves and stuff. These guys they're working unlike Philly and Discussion ever could together. So it's really going to be discouraging.
You might be wondering, how did Letley manage to type all that out, considering he's very inept.
He's copy pasta,
I was getting to a bit Walsh, so never mind.
Wow, sorry.
I was just gonna say it's copy paste, and he's well familiar with paste because he eats paste, and god damn it.
Well, that could be a part of nutrition, that there is some paste that is edible and it's delicious.
And by some paste, all paste is edible if you if you need the nutrition hard enough.
He's got that like Ross paste that comes in the white tub with the orange lid that you pull off, and it has the white plastic strip in it that you can use to like the applicator, and he just like eats it like it's Fun Dip.
Sometimes he'll put that in the freezer to firm up, and it's just a popsicle he has all day. A full tub of paste.
Oh god. Does he at least put like chocolate sprinkles in there or something? Like,
I mean, I guess it's kind of a make your own. You can customize it, but
oh god. At
a pinch, you can use it if you're making s'mores. If you don't have marshmallows, throw a little paste on there with a Hershey bar and some graham crackers.
Hero would hit that big uppercut. He's really
guarding Gain and Discussion Davis is willing to double team Hero at any point. Discussion Davis can take on just about anyone one-on-one, but man,
he's working. He's working as a much better tag partner with Garden Green.
Absolutely.
And I mean, a part of that might be just the belly ribbon brotherhood. It also might be the backstage masturbation sessions that have happened in the past. I don't know. These guys know each other, that's for sure.
Belly ribbon are close.
I think the big issue was, in Discussion and Garden Green. In Discussion clearly takes the lead. He's the accomplished champion. Not saying that Garden Green isn't accomplished. He just doesn't have the level of success that Discussion has. Whereas in Philly Davis, both men wanted to be the lead, and neither man wanted to take a back seat. So it was hard to get a collection or a collectivized group effort going. It was a lot of infighting.
Both guys would try to walk through a doorway at the same time, and they'd bump shoulders and get stuck. And then they'd say, "Well, the leader goes first," and then they'd both try to go through again. It was really, really tragic to watch happen.
Wow.
It wasn't broadcast, but just when the referee would say, "Okay, 1 in, 1 out," to start the match, there'd be a lot of arguments over who's gonna stay on the outside.
Look at these two. They just kind of demand to fight each other. And Discussion's landed. This is the best Discussion has looked in months.
I mean, how is Discussion versus Philly not going to be the 12th match on next week's card instead of Kelly getting murdered again?
Oh, we have to. I mean, we need a resolution.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
I mean,
wow, look at Philly just walk in. He's the illegal man just punching. This is his former tag partner. It's not like these guys are just like they don't know each other at this point and hate each other. Like at some point they must have felt,
I mean, look at the way he was doing that. He was like, he had his forearm planted on the face, and then he was just raining punches on him. It was
big follow slam, big lariat from Discussion.
And keep in mind here that Philly knows that Discussion Davis saw a terrifying raccoon this weekend, and it's cruel, almost. You know what I mean?
There's no way to tell that Philly Supreme didn't just come in and put it over in Mr. Bianchi's yard, knowing that Discussion would be over there.
Whoa! And it looks like Mr. Bianchi is busted open.
Just slugging it out back and forth.
I didn't even notice Mr. Bianchi went down.
A huge slam.
He's always going down.
2.9 Garden Green. Garden Green's been doing well in the kickboxing league, so showing that. Oh, but Philly's motivated. He reverses the suplex, slams him down.
Would you say that's why he has the 2 children wash?
Stiff DDT.
It could be, it very well could.
He's a generous lover, and that's why he's had two sexes.
I mean, that's more sex than anybody in the league has had that we're aware of. I mean,
see, that's we're seeing Hero. He's always knocking under the door of the world title. He's a former kickboxing champion. We're seeing uppercuts. We're seeing stiff lefts. This guy, he's elite, and he can hurt people. And I think he outclasses Garden Green, but I don't know if he outclasses Discussion, Walsh.
Yeah, it's tough. It's they've fought before, and I believe Discussion has all the wins. So it's Philly is the guy that needs to be fighting Discussion here, but his uncle is always going to stand up for him. His uncle helped raise him. We're watching this go. These guys just don't like each other, and I feel like Philly is just licking his chops to get in the ring. But Hero has a lot to prove too. That big reverse power bomb on Discussion. That is.
Notice
curiously,
Hero.
Garden Green did not try to help him there. I feel like maybe he feels like Discussion's glory hogging. Maybe this is some of the issues that Philly and Discussion had. I don't know. I thought these guys were working well together. I think Discussion is just a hard guy to be teamed up with.
He's the most decorated singles kickboxing champion in the world.
He is, but he's also a man who has taken titles from babies, basically.
Wow. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
He's done a lot of questionable things. Big elbow. Discussion.
We are seeing this whole foursome is elite. Garden Green is a champion. He's a great fighter. But as Philly throws Discussion out of the ring to lock up Garden Green. Garden Green wants nothing of it. Garden Green's a 45-year-old French vegan. His skin looks great. He invests in essential oils. And then here they are, Discussion and Philly trading blows. The former boxing champion. Wow! That was a perfect representation of Philly and Discussion. Philly's big overhand right, Discussion's punch, and now the Philly uppercuts.
Jesus.
They're pulling everything out of their toolbox here.
I like the Discussion. He was thinking about going up top, but then he's just like, no, I want to beat this guy up more. And here we are, like, you know, Philly spilled to the outside. This is... we're seeing finishers coming out now. Hero hit the big hero bomb inside of the ring against Discussion, while Garden Green hit that big veganizer outside.
And now you see, like, these men have fought each other so many times. Garden Green and Philly are exchanging blows on the outside. Discussion, is he getting tired? I mean, who isn't tired 21 minutes in?
I mean, that big uppercut from Hero had to hurt him to the back of the head. Come on. But you know what? Discussion, that he just grounds Philly with a punch and then a head kick. It looked like Philly was going to tag his uncle.
Wow, they did it! 3. What? Oh my God, Hero is going to be pissed off.
He reversed.
Unbelievable.
He reversed the Buick bomb into a pinfall.
The Buick bomb. The Buick bomb. 88%. I cannot believe that happened. And every time we mention a Buick, we have to always, we're contractually obligated to go to the Supreme Family Buick. Free fucking tracksuit, but you gotta buy something like a certified pre-owned or a gym membership. Oh my God. After Discussion's bad day. Unbelievable. And also, please keep in mind that these are always brought to you by Substitute Teacher Solutions done the bike way at SCFL Highlights, Bike District 204admin.edu, as well as social media done the bike way at SCFL Highlights on Twitter and bike at district204admin.edu for email.
Yeah. Man, we're going into the main event.
We're going into the main event. And so now, the Masked Bicyclist has said that he is going to unveil his mask tonight. He has said
he's gonna take it off.
He sent us the usual
the love bike
text message. He sent us a text message saying love bike. And so for the viewers here, we're gonna go back over the last month of footage. There's a lot leading up to this, including it started when Bike, we know that he works, he's the booker, he works for the local school district, he's a busy guy, he gets all this talent, he does all of the graphics. It all started with the #1 contendership match in which Sledding, who we just saw once again screw over Hero, counted 3 for his son, Bike Bianche, while Hero had his hand underneath the ropes. That led to the #1 contendership match, while boxing, Bike's brother fought Sledding Bike, or our champion, Ichabod Adams. As we watch here, this is a month and a half ago at our last pay-per-view, people. Boxing is going to win.
Ichabod's a cowardly, despicable man.
He is. This is what we've had to deal with from our champion from the last 6 weeks. Ichabod, the Pepe driver, sits on his head to be an asshole. And then they come in and beat up Sledding Bianche. That's the alt-right. That's our champion in the gold and black trunks, just beating up on Sledding Bianche, the referees. Boxing tries to fight. He tries to fight his way out of it, but Sledding is just getting destroyed. So Picaporte, the other referee, comes out to try and get some semblance of order. The alt-right, the champion, once again.
Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, Walsh. But here's Ichabod. Bloodying up boxing. This is terrible.
Yeah, this was a tragedy. This was...
On the chair. The Pepe driver on the chair. Absolutely terrible. These men cheat. It's what they do. It's all they do. They cheat.
I mean, we don't have the video queued up, but the alt-right defended the tag titles earlier by Ichabod sliding them in as well.
Right. And now we look at this. Here's Bike. After that, Bike decided to rematch. Hero and Bike decided to rematch for the #1 contendership, and once again, Ichabod comes out, he grabs a light bulb.
He couldn't let this sit. You know, he didn't believe that either one of these guys deserved a shot at him, and you know, Ichabod maybe didn't get enough sports practice in as a child. Really bad swinging weapons, if you noticed. And
it's called a disqualification immediately. Bike is trying his best to win Hero. They fight back against Ichabod. Ichabod reverses it. Pepe driver once again. It's just a schmaz every time with the champion Ichabod. They cheat constantly. And then right there, Ichabod shaves off Bike's mustache. And so, over the last few weeks, we've seen a Masked Bicyclist come back for revenge against the alt-right. The evil alt-right. The world champion. And Bike Bianche deserves a title shot, but who is this Masked Bike? We don't know. He shares the same phone number as Bike Bianche, but now we know. He could have
stolen his phone. He could have gotten his SIM card. Who knows? This man seems capable.
No one really knows.
People have the same phone number. That you can't go off of that.
I mean, this has been dominating what we've been doing over the last few weeks. To know now that... Here's the thing. I'm contractually obligated to ask this question, but who do you think that the Masked Bicyclist is?
I mean, it has to be Bike. There's no way it's anybody but Bike. But, you know, he's insisting that he's not. So I guess we have to play along with it. But it's like the same build, the same fucking clothes. He's just wearing a mask. Come on.
I think it's Spike, but I think it's Spike that existed in the Shadow Realm and has now come through the other side.
I mean, this very well could be Evil Bike.
No, actually, I changed my answer. It's Kaizen. I believe it's Kaizen.
Whoa!
Well, that would be incredible if Kaizen Ishikawa finally came and he was the Masked Cyclist.
I mean, he loves to he loves to ride his bike around. He bicycles everywhere.
Wow, Kaizen, we do know that Kaizen is coming. I mean, that would blow my mind. Let's take a look at Kaizen really quick.
You know, he could be wearing a wig. We know that not all masked men who have their hair sticking out, we know that it's not always indicative of real hair. Jushin Thunder Liger has been wearing a wig for 20-something years now.
Kane has his doll's hair wig. Sometimes.
That's true.
I don't know where this footage of Kaizen walking down a ramp comes from, because
I don't know.
Walking down a ramp in Super Chat, but it's interesting.
Yeah. Lots of special effects in play too. I like it.
It's clearly not Bella Ribbon Iowa because there's no smoke machines, there's no pyro, there's no none of the stuff that I recall, unless I tried it once and then had to skip. I mean, there's no dancing girls, you know. I'm not complaining about that. It's fine that there's not. I'm just saying.
I can't afford to pay dancing girls.
Right. So we come back to this unmasking. Who is the Masked Bicyclist?
It's
Who
Vince
is
McMahon.
it?
It's
Well,
Vince McMahon. We all got to say, "Aw, son of a bitch."
We're about to find out, Jessica. Everyone, hold on to the booth.
Wow.
Hold on to your butts.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
There it is. There it is. All right.
That's a
The
pretty
What?
cheesy video.
the Masked Cyclist is
Why would he make that video?
it's the
Okay.
Masked.
The Masked Cyclist is Bike Bianchi. The text says it right there. Nobody's blown away by this bike. Nobody's blown away by it. No, everybody knows it was you.
Well, here they come.
Good job,
I don't even
Bike.
know what kind of crazy match this is. Someone walk us through this.
It's supposed to be an elimination tag match, but interestingly enough, we have the Belly Ribbon team against the Alt-Right team, and there's only 3 members of the Alt-Right. They have been talking about a 4th person to join them, but we don't really. I mean, come on. Who wants to be on that squad? You know what I mean? Peter Collins looking pretty fit there, and then Bike unmasked. He's got his mustache back. He looks happy. Oh Jesus Christ! Are you kidding me?
This
Look at-
asshole.
What? Gene Green. We were wondering who this is gonna be.
Gene Green in the alt-right.
Gene Green is famous for entering the league, being recruited by Bike after he put a man in a coma at a children's soccer game. He's the perfect example of someone. He believes in America first.
He probably lost his
And it's
custody
Ichabod
for-
and Bike opening it up.
I mean, why not?
That's very true. There's a lot of family members. Oh my God, Ichabod is trying to shave off Bike's mustache again.
Oh my God, and he's bleeding instead.
Chris Michael Benoit, you're not wrong. On one side, you got a family, and
Computer Collins is at least.
Computer Collins
Hispanic.
he's Cuban, and on the right is the alt-right. So
They're white supremacists, basically. They're terrible.
let's call them what they are.
I feel like Bike just wanted. He was just
Yeah.
ashamed to be without his mustache, and now that it's grown back, he's totally comfortable being unmasked again. But weird turn of events. And then of course Ichabod immediately tries to shave his mustache off again.
Oh wow, Let Lou dropping some knowledge that Bike told him that he didn't want anyone to know that he can't grow a mustache fast. So that's probably why Bike took on a whole new persona.
Well, I guess there's been a lot of superhero movies of late. I guess he's got the idea from being a masked vigilante. I'm not sure he really did anything as a masked vigilante, but bought time until his mustache grew back. But next week he's got to fight Ichabod for the world championship. So maybe it did something.
Now you got Computer Collins and Pietro Petrov. So we have Let Lou and Xylophonist Bianchi, of all people, that are going to fight Petrov here in the red pants. And then you have Federal Belt. They're going to fight. They're going to defend their tag titles. And Xylophonist isn't even out there. He's probably tired after winning today.
Yeah, he's probably just exhausted. I mean, look at how messy the ring is. Nobody's been cleaning up the blood in there.
They're not even trying.
Like, I feel like they just rolled around in the ring for a while and then just left.
5 minutes gone.
At best, they might throw a Roomba out there to see if it does anything, but it probably just falls off the apron and smashes.
Yeah. Wow, Gene Green. I mean, it's starting. The picture is starting to come together here.
It's interesting how he's shifting into the elite too. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, Gene Green was a part of the. He was supposed to challenge for the tag titles with his partner. His partner, of course, was Dubois.
Partners.
And then, Bike teamed him up with Garden Green for some reason one night, and then they won a match. And then it was they had this triple threat match to determine who was going to be the number one contender team. The first person eliminated would be off with the tag team, and Dubois beat Garden Green, and then Gene Green attacked his partner and really threw a wrench in the whole thing. And it makes sense now because he didn't want to challenge these guys. He wanted to be a part of the team. So here he is, and my God, the treachery knows no bounds with these guys.
Garden Green really has, he's kind of been all over the place, hasn't he? Sledding Bianchi coming in now against
If you think about it, Dubois is a Frenchman, and, Garden Green has definitely not extremely white heritage. Maybe it does all make sense. I'm disappointed. He's not a good person. Nobody thought that Gene Green was a good man, but we just didn't think he was this bad of a man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100%, but I heard that after he did or after he attacked that father at the child soccer game, he lost custody, and now he's mad at these feminist activist judges. It probably snowballed from there.
The shoe definitely fits.
Definitely,
yeah. The jackboot.
Ichabod's a dickhead, but he's not terrible at trying to quote unquote red pill people.
Yeah.
I know I heard he had tried to get a.
Oh God! Now Ichabod's trying to take off Boxing's mustache.
Jesus,
this is
guy's
terrible. He's just shite. Boxing was running the Twitch channel earlier tonight. Keep in mind.
And this man might be losing his mustache tonight. He seems okay. He didn't get busted open. There wasn't enough time for Ichabod to really get to work. But this guy is out of control. I mean, how is this guy? This guy is supposed to represent our brand, and he represents none of us. He really doesn't. We are not about involuntarily shaving men. We're not about these terrible racial epithets that he posts on Twitter. That's not who we are. That's not what represents us. I'm not sure that Bike Bianchi, bumbling doofus, represents us better, but he does. So I'll take what I can get.
Bike continues to employ Ichabod, though. It makes no sense. I mean, Ichabod clearly hates him. He's attacked him in many forms, not limited to the kickboxing or professional wrestling rings, and Bike continues to cut him a check every week.
And Bike's bleeding all over the place now as he takes a big boot from Federal Bell. We saw Federal Bell's son fight Spencer Morgan earlier tonight. He's the man who fought Spencer Morgan from the Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, from the Men's Warehouse. Well, these guys. My God! Oh, a big sleeper hold on Bike. That's one of his big moves there. And those Belly Ribbon team, very supportive, in there to break it up. My God. And, Sledding Bianchi in this match, he has gone through so much tonight as the referee, and he's still out here to support his sons. That's a father.
Especially as a man he's taken a lot of heavy shots, and a man who's had a lot of health issues. He's a man who's renovating his home. That takes up energy.
This man has had multiple strokes in the ring. You can see that the tone of his flesh is a little bit like his heart struggling.
Oh God! Generic Tags asking, will we suddenly start seeing the masked boxer? I don't know. Boxing's a very different guy. He didn't really know Bike actually for the first half of his life because he was named Boxing Bianchi. In the Bianchi family, Sledding Bianchi, what your first name is what you go on to become. Sledding Bianchi, who we're seeing fight Ichabod with a nice 1-2 right there, 1-2-3. He went on to become an Olympic alternate for the Dutch sledding team. Meanwhile, Bike Bianchi was a bicyclist and biked his way to Iowa and then got in a fight with some dudes, and here we are now. Boxing Bianchi became a wrestler. He was a rebel. He doesn't grow out any luscious hair. He has a mustache like the whole family does, but if he had his mustache taken by Ichabod, I think it would touch him deeply because it was Ichabod. But, I mean, you guys tell me, you know him as well. Would he be absolutely upset? I don't know.
I think he'd be upset about the family pride issue. I'm not sure he would wear a mask and try to fool everybody poorly for a month or so. You know, and then the thing about why Bike still employs Ichabod is that Ichabod has threatened multiple lawsuits, class action suits involving other performers multiple times, and it's a complicated issue.
Well, SCFL Pro there, you can see that the bot comes up whenever the chat room discusses certain things about, or the commentary about the...
Oh, shit.
Oh, hello.
Thank you, Legacy.
Wow.
Wow, they're coming in during the main event here.
Yeah.
It's happening. Wow, hello. Federal Bell has a chair. Now Computer Collins is busted open. Gene Green and Boxing Bianchi. Now these dudes are fighting.
Wow. This is turning into the mayhem that we thought it would be. Next week we get Mike Bianchi and Ichabod Adams for the world title, but this week we have an elimination tag. All of these 8 men are, you know, this is about pride. This is about family. This is about I don't know, racial purity, I guess, for the alt-right. I'm not sure.
Here's Computer Collins throwing Gene Green into the ropes just kind of to let Mr. Bianchi. This man has terrible circulation. He should not be taking knees to the nuts. He shouldn't be. Gene Green is a 40-year-old man that is powered by Michelob Light.
Steroids.
Yeah, he's on steroids. We know that.
He admits to it. Like, there's no testing. It's just he's told people flat out, I'm on steroids. Do you know where I can get more steroids?
Yeah, he's not a... I mean, we have the alt-right side on the... of perhaps a little bit symbolic, and then the Bianchi family, along with Computer Collins, the Belly Ribbon team on the left. These guys are bitter rivals, we should say. Ichabod Adams in the ring, wearing the black, gold, red, and white.
There he is, saluting. I can't believe half of this Belly Ribbon clan is busted open terribly.
Yeah.
I love how calm they're just standing there as they bleed profusely.
They're just bleeding. You know, there's nothing about else that they can do right now but just bleed on their chests. They're not even, like, touching it. Like, they don't want to get it infected. They know that this place is not kept up well. It's not the cleanest place in the world. Yeah, this is not the best.
I'm sure Xylophonus is probably going to be running down to the ring soon with a satchel full of bread balls to kind of dab up the blood and help his family out.
I guess, are they going to eat the bloody bread balls, though?
Terrible.
That's the question.
Terrible.
I mean, they don't look to waste food.
Wow, look at the instant. Everybody comes in and it's a brawl again. These guys do nothing but cheat. They do nothing but cheat.
Absolutely. This is going to be a...
Sledding quickly leaving the ring. He was just trying to provide a little backup, but he's not interested in
I mean, he's
helping out.
He's refereed most of the matches tonight. He's hurt. He needs to calm down. He's been knocked down multiple times. He's been...
Oh, no! He's shaving off Boxing Bot! Oh, they're trying to shave off Boxing Bianchi's mustache.
Wow.
Oh, no. Boxing won't have any of that. Maybe Boxing does care. Look at that 1-2. Someone has a baseball bat. It's Federal Bell. He's adjusting his pants. See, this is the problem. These people hate each other. They hate each other.
I'm still surprised that Gene Green hates Belly Ribbon enough to actually go in there with these scumbags.
You know, I mean, that's...
Look at him. Look at Ichabod. What a dick. What a dick. There he is. The world champion. Next week, though, he's finally going to defend. He's finally going to defend.
Yeah, this is... Boxing Bianchi is looking to get some modicum of revenge against him here. That title match they had back in around Christmas time. Holiday Havoc. You know, we saw the clip earlier before the main event. There was a lot of shenanigans.
How can anyone even get pinned in this madness? Oh, that German suplex. Ichabod wants to rub it in Bike's face. He wants to rub it in Boxing's face.
He rubs a lot of things in a lot of faces. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, but not, you know, he's still a man going his own way.
Yeah, but I mean, the way he pins people is
a little gross.
Pyotr Petrov just punching Boxing Bianchi in the head, and then he just leaves. Wow, Ichabod's tired.
Well, you know, he's been in there for a good portion of this match.
It makes you wonder, will these men finally get their revenge? Keep in mind, it was just a few weeks ago that not only does Boxing have his mustache shaved off, but Bike Bianchi, the leader of this whole group, had his mustache shaved off, and then out came Masked Bike. Now here we are, weeks in the making. Will Belly Ribbon finally be able to get their revenge? Wow, a flying fist to the dick.
Wow.
Incredible. I think the only way someone's gonna actually get eliminated in this contest is by immediate knockout. It's gonna have to be something so quick that no other team members can interfere.
Maybe. We got a roll up right here. This is perfect position to happen. 2.9. Oh my God.
Wow.
We're going on a half hour of this fight.
And nobody's gone yet.
Yeah. These men are bleeding. There's blood everywhere. Ichabod is exhausted. Bike is exhausted.
I mean, this is a grueling match to take a week before a title defense.
Right. We know that now it's... Oh my God! Top rope belly to belly. Bike can only watch. He's finishing off the mustache. He's shaving it all off.
Oh, no.
Ichabod has shaved all of the Bianchi's men's mustaches off.
Jesus.
Except for Xylophone. I think Xylophone is kind of good.
That's true. That's true.
The Bianchi men does kind of get
Oh my God, this fight is never... Oh, they're all just beating on Slutty and Bianchi.
I mean, as they should. He's an old man.
He's an old man.
Oh, they're just pounding at his back. Like, and that's, you know, we know that the spine is a very sensitive area of a performer's body.
This is brutal, but this was the championship fight from over a month ago. Boxing in Ichabod. Look at Slutting coming in to save his son. Reverses Gene Green suplex and slams Gene Green to the outside. Wow. Picaporte in a weird position here as the ref. He's seeing the alt-right on the right side of the screen. They've done so many nefarious things. Look at them. They're bringing these weapons into the ring. They're hurting people. They're outright cheating. But what can you do? This is not sanctioned.
No, I mean, this is just...
This has been 6 weeks of bullshit, Walsh.
It has. I mean, this is... You know, I was expecting Team Belly Ribbon to look for some catharsis, to look to hurt these guys. And instead, Belly Ribbon is busted open. We've got another shaved...
Oh, no!
Mustache.
Yo!
Wow.
Boxing did it. Gene Green late hit on Bike Bianchi. They did it. Belly Ribbon finally did it. Bike is hurt. Computer won't get let go. They did it. They finally did it.
But he still lost his mustache.
He still lost his mustache, but Bike finally found love. He finally found love.
I mean, so much for the elimination style match. That was
I don't know what to say, but the I'm kind of choked up here, saying that the Masked Bicyclists, after being humiliated, after texting us from the same phone number as Bike Bianchi, he unmasks. He is Bike Bianchi, and he comes back for revenge, and he's finally going to get his title shot. He's finally going to get his title shot. Ichabod versus Bike next week. All 11 titles are on the line, and it's in the cage with a special guest referee. What the hell is going on with the special guest referee, Walsh?
I don't know. I mean, that's news to all of us. There is going to be a special guest referee. That this match is happening in a cage. Cage death match. There's going to be weapons all over the place. No escape. Pinfall only. And we're just being told now, actually, that there is going to be a special guest referee. We don't know who this person is. I mean, we're looking at the graphic now, and it's not clear. I mean, that could be anybody.
I'm blown away. So next week, let's walk through this. Next week, we have the Lost Boys, who are obsessed with Naveen Andrews, are taking on High Seas.
Yeah.
The lovers
Captain
of
White
Johnny Depp and Captain White. They're fighting for the hardcore tag title, which is a framed picture of the Public Enemy.
Rest in peace.
We've got Charles Dubois defending his .TV title against who? Spencer Morgan? Who is it? No, I can't remember.
It would be the
Colt.
person who... Yeah.
I'm blown away. I'm completely blown away. And then you know what? I think that this is it. I think this is Ichabod's final night. I think that Bike is gonna finally. I think it's over. I think it's finally over. I think Bike lets love in.
The long national nightmare. Yeah. He embraced being himself tonight, and I think that's what was important. And he embraced letting his brother get the pinfall for him. And his brother, of course, there was a cost. There was a physical cost to that. His beloved family mustache. I'm not sure how he handles that, but we're going to have to see how that unfolds. But, that was a big win for boxing. Boxing is the guy who got robbed last month. Not last month, but back in December at Holiday Havoc. He was... He had the title shot, and it was stolen from him when the alt-right just completely invaded the ring and, beat up his father, the referee.
Let's, as we go to the chat room of what kind of fight they want to see next, I think that we're going to do a hardcore match. I mean, you have to understand that there's a lot going on. Bike is a busy guy. He works for the local school district. He's booking, all these substitute teachers to fight. There's a lot going on here. He's really shown a lot of grit and resolve, and I think that we can all agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would just suggest that hopefully someone's telling the fixers to just pull up the actual canvas of the ring and just leave the exposed plywood boards, because it's pretty nasty out there, and we don't want whoever's going to be wrestling next to get too...
What we're thinking about is Let Lou and Xylophonist they've brought out sledding Bianchi's bricks from his kitchen.
Oh God!
This is a hardcore match.
A long time, because they probably don't know well enough to use a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, these guys are not the smartest.
Here we have the big Weather Walker.
Weather Walker is a dangerous man.
He's ruined and ended a couple of careers in kickboxing with his violence.
Wow, and this is a big match, actually.
Yeah.
Pancho Baggins,
I mean, this is, for New Legacy, whoever invaded us here, this is pretty impressive to see a brick match in the post limbs, but at the same time, with 11 titles on the line next week with our big bi-monthly show, we gotta still... these divisions need to work themselves out. In the hardcore division, that's gonna shake out. As soon as we figure that out, maybe Weather Walker can make a run. I don't know.
It depends who wins here. That's
Absolutely. I mean, I do know you don't want to be taking too many falls out of those bricks. You want to...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is there are unique death matches that have happened in this ring thanks to Mr. Bianchi's home remodeling. Any of the extra stuff seems to go straight to the arena, and then it's assembled into devious devices. We've seen a parquet floor from his kitchen floor remodel.
Right, we've seen the chain link death match, if you guys remember.
This brick is from the wall. It was like brick paneling, kind of.
I mean,
half bricks.
Earlier this week, we saw Discussion Davis overcome a bad day while resodding Mr. Bianchi's lawn. Ran into a raccoon, got really scared. Man, that was a brutal DDT on the bricks, though. Now, keep in mind that these aren't completely real bricks. They're like the brick wall.
Bricks. Yeah.
Is that a half brick? Is it plastic? Look at those elbows to the face.
It's what's called a half brick. It's just it's put into like a wall paneling, and you can use it as like a backsplash or whatever.
Big elbows, big devastating elbows.
I know, and then there's huge headbutts. I know. These men are. It's like they're not really thinking about, like, hey, let's utilize the bricks here.
Puncho Baggins doesn't think about much except finding a new boyfriend, and that's been rough for him. You know, he's there's not much action in Belly Ribbon.
Right.
You know.
For those that are new to the league that are watching right now, SCFL Pro, the chat, the Twitch account is right now. They're it's in control of the #1 tag team. The number one contender. Let Lou.
They're hearts, I guess.
Yeah.
Number one in cholesterol in their hearts.
They're gentle souls. They're very gentle souls. Oh, look at Weatherwalker just slam him down on the bricks. Walsh, Jessica, explain to me, does a hanging, when you hang on a suplex, does that do anything? I know that DDT hurt.
The blood rushes to your head in that move, and it's one of those things where it really messes with your equilibrium. You get lightheaded. So yeah, it does add a little bit more of oomph to the move. You gotta wonder why you would go for a diving lariat in a match like this, where the other guy's getting hurt, but you're still landing on the bricks.
Right.
As I've said, Puncho is. I mean, there's a lot of guys who aren't, winning any kind of scholarships in the Sons of Anger, and Puncho might be chief among them. He's not a smart man.
Both of these guys are exhausted. They're hurt. This is brutal.
I mean,
just
this has been
a simple body slam on bricks is more devastating than.
I mean, we're just over 8 minutes into this, and we've seen these guys take brutal. I mean, that Fisherman Buster alone was just Jesus. Like, what are we doing to these guys?
No one comes out on the healthy side in a brick match.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of death matches are all about the blood. The blood in the guts, and this is just about internal damage, the unseen damage, other than the bruising. Wow, Puncho was gassed.
Both these guys are beat up, and the thing is these are two of the toughest guys.
Puncho's been having to move around a guy a lot bigger than him. Weatherwalker's a fairly thick fella. He's a bit taller, a bit heavier. So just throwing that around, even for 8.5, is going to make you a little winded.
Oh my God, the jumping, the pile driver. This is over. 2.9. Oh my God, if he had just pinned him. Another one.
The 1 foot pin is perhaps. I get that you're tired, but you got to really put that effort in when you're fighting a guy this tough. Let Lou think that this is sad.
My God. That's impressive from Poncho. That's super, super impressive.
Poncho's going to be celebrating tonight. Predict.
78%. So we got next week, we got the cage match. What does the chat room want to see? Because we're going to do a couple more postlims here. I'm wondering if we should maybe throw some MMA into this or do wrestling matches. What do we want to do?
I mean, I think a battle royale to showcase some of our guys to the audience would be pretty good. But that's just one person's opinion.
It does use up a lot of the dudes. So I'm going to continue on with the gimmicks, and then maybe we will finish with the Battle Royale. How do you feel about that?
Anything is plausible.
Anything is plausible. And unfortunately, I want to keep in mind that nothing really got cleaned up today. So the mat is still bloody. And I'm starting to wonder... who's in this fight? I know that Karate Hendrix just raised his hand, but who is he fighting? The question is who is he fighting?
You know, I mean, he could fight. There's a plethora of talent out there that were not utilized on this show. I mean, we have a deep roster.
I'm thinking Fat Jonesy is going to have to be one of them.
Fat Jonesy.
Jonesy thought he had gotten out of this unscathed, and he was probably heading back to finish off the remaining Nutella crepes at the catering table. But tough luck for the guy. I'm surprised they got that cage up so quickly.
Well, you know.
And who even knows if this is escape rules or if this is pinfall submission only?
It's escape rules, actually, and
we'll find out when someone tries to escape.
Right, and the story goes, you know, when Mick Foley tried to climb that Hell in a Cell, he lost feeling in those fingers for a week, my friends. And Fat Jonesy is following in that legend's footsteps. Because Fat Jonesy...
Without even trying to climb.
Without even trying to climb, he already doesn't have feeling in his fingers. He's got elevated liver enzymes. There's a lot going on while he fights Karate Hendrix, who's an excellent... He's one of the elite kickboxers in this league.
Fat Jonesy and Little Jonesy are related to regular Jonesy, and that's the story of those.
They all show... The regular Jonesy showed up, and then Little Jonesy showed up. And then Fat Jonesy
everyone was confused, like, call me regular Jonesy, and everyone was like, why? There's just you.
Right, when yeah,
like,
the Miz is called regular Jonesy instead of just Jonesy. So Murph, in other words, we don't know where they came from. A lot of they say the Tri-City area, but they're from around Cincinnati, also Kentucky. And so there's 3 of him, and it's a mystery. Maybe Jensen Woods needs to figure something out there.
He was still in critical condition.
You know, he's recovering. I think he's just dealing with massive anxiety. I mean, he was attacked by a ghost.
He was attacked by the ghost, and we'll have to watch that after this. Little Jonesy does not know the rules. Picaporte's usually on the ball. He may not know the rules either. There's a lot of questions in this match. They threw up the chain link.
5 minutes gone.
Let Lou, letting everyone know that he is out there. That's why you see the smear of the blood on the mat. He doesn't do the best job, Let. We appreciate you.
He likes schmear, you know. That's what he's thinking about.
I mean, the chain link seems sturdy enough.
Well, when the rag you're trying to clean up the blood is still got blood from last time you tried to clean up the blood, it's just not going to go well for anyone.
Right. Absolutely. My God, look at Fat Jonesy just kick at the head of Karate Hendrix.
I mean, this is the kind of action that you can see here. Late Saturday nights on the Twitch channel SCFL Pro. we would advise at least liking, subscribing if you can, and show. I mean, we do this every Saturday, deep into Sunday morning.
Pretty dang Saturday.
Very deep.
Thank you, Lutley, for providing the information for tonight's card, which is already passed, and we're under the post limbs.
Well, the post limbs are what they are. The wonderful people there. I'm on Lutley's wavelength. Maybe the people should check out the website and look at past cards. We have a video history here. We finally got our subscribe button. Everyone, but at least but check out the website too. There's a deep history here. I think that Murph, we got Generic Tag, we got Chudley, we got Funked, like Leg Kick, Walsh, all you guys. Like we have a deep like history of this league.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Karate Hendrix is treating this like a shoot fight.
Yeah, he's really going all out.
Right, and then Jonesy thinks that he can pin him, but do either of these men realize that they just have to grab onto that chain link fence and?
Well, like you said before, Jonesy is, he's worried about the feeling in his fingers and his liver enzymes. He's gonna have a hard time climbing, I think.
Interesting.
10 minutes gone.
He also could just be trying to work over the more athletic and in much better shape Karate Hendrix until he stay down long enough to let him climb without getting hurt.
Yeah, Karate Hendrix, Jonesy takes some kicks to the belly, and Karate Hendrix is gone there talking to each other. I think Jonesy is spitting his face. My God, what a dick.
Yeah, that's ball game.
I mean, that's what I expected, though. Karate Hendrix, he's a superior fighter in every way. In every way.
Yeah.
I really don't get the mentality of climbing after the person, because even if they fall, they're on the correct side that they're going to win, even if they fall down. But, I guess appearances matter. Look how gassed poor Jonesy is. He's feeling it.
I think we're going to do a gruesome fight next. Before we do a battle royale, does anyone have anyone in mind of who they want?
You can toss Blaster out there.
I mean,
Blaster's constantly knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Who's more gruesome than a Missouri brother?
Ooh. Well, what about Raul? What do you think about that?
Raul's arm is hurt.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You're right.
Snap.
Of course you did.
All right.
If you want someone who speaks Spanish, I mean, there's Tapas.
Well, I already put in a Missouri.
Leave that Missouri in there, and let's have Missouri and Blaster.
Yeah, here we go. Blaster Robinson. I mean, we know that Belia is the #1 contender. Blaster is right there, like with a win over Missouri, who's usually in hardcore fights. Blaster Robinson in the red and black shorts.
Which Missouri is this?
This is Maniac.
Maximo or Maniac?
This is Maniac.
Yeah, maybe in
Scandalous Murph asks, will Raul be back next week?
I believe so.
Well, where, in what capacity? He broke his arm, and then what would he even be challenging for?
It's. I think we might see the DSA and team fight again.
For a title, though, remember? Next week's our big show for Valentine's Day.
Right, but, there's going to be still space on the card after all the title bouts.
Only for one shot, and that's going to be Discussion versus Philly. That's 12 bouts right there.
No, it's not, because we don't have 11 titles anymore.
What?
Did you not forget removing the SWA title? The S1 champion will fight the Gruesome champion for a unification bout.
My God. My God.
We're combining.
The drum band will not be defending whatever that is. So it's not quite 11 titles, but
the Atomico's belt gets defended less than Ichabod's been putting his title on the line.
It's true.
Murph is calling for the suits. Blaster Robinson is working. Oh my God, the work in the liver of Missouri. I think.
I want to see an exclusive content of Let Lou going to the Men's Warehouse and getting fitted for a suit by Spencer Morgan.
Oh God.
So I want Let Lou and Xylophonist to get fitted for championship suits and just see how that turns out.
Spencer Morgan is willing to, if he can make a suit sale, he wants to make a suit sale. And if he gets a 15% discount, but he's willing to give a 10% discount because he can kind of get away with that with the point of sale system. As long as you buy an extra tie, he can maybe make a 15%. So I could see him making some wheels and deals in order to get on the card next week.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, especially when Raul didn't. It wasn't much more than a hairline fracture. We've been told it was just going to be a couple of weeks that he's going to be out of action. We haven't gotten an update on him in a while. He's having a hard time navigating the American healthcare system.
Yeah.
He came from Cuba, and obviously, things in Cuba aren't always great. But he did get his healthcare, taken care of.
It's true.
Well, he was asked very forcibly to leave the country and never return, due to a string of incidents that we won't get into at this point.
Well, we have evidence of him standing in a doorway and masturbating.
I was hoping to maybe tease that, and maybe people would show up next week.
Oh well, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. When it comes to like
masturbating in an alleyway,
it's not. Yeah.
Jason can't help but
It's a gruesome match. Blaster Robinson's getting stabbed in the head with a fork. This is unbelievable. Blaster's cut open.
It's pretty. That is gruesome. What's more gruesome than
this is an MMA fight. How did he get a fork in an MMA fight?
Look, if Benson Henderson can get a toothpick inside his mouth guard, 3 years.
Why not some silverware?
I think a guy wearing boots and knee pads.
Oh no! Oh no! He's stabbing him again. And Let Lou is missing a ramen fork. This is unbelievable. This is terrible.
Jesus.
If Missouri ends up beating Blaster Robinson, who's a former MMA champion, because of fork stabs, oh my God! A slam knocks out Missouri.
It's about time. Big body slam. That's what took care of him.
And again, it's an injury to the spine that finishes it off. Always an injury to the spine.
%, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Bike lets love in. We saw a masked bike. Last week we saw the Rumble.
Yeah, we definitely had a Rumble.
I think just to think that next week, finally, Ichabod and Bike Bianchi are fighting, it just blows my mind.
It's been a long time coming. And if you think about it, it's been an even longer time coming because of all the Ichabod threatening lawsuits towards Bike and really making his life a living hell.
Well, you should link Ichabod's Twitter in...
Please don't.
Yeah.
It's terrible. He's really, really happy about the Nunez memo.
Don't expose our new friends from New Legacy.
You're right.
Audience from Legacy
I'm sorry.
A complete piece of shit's Twitter account.
I'm sorry.
He's very confused about things though. Like he just seems like he's very naive. I mean, here's a tweet that he sent out the other day, where he asks, "Still want answers why the typo negative guy put together the fake news Trump dossier, but that will come." And I don't think he knows that Peter Steele was not the man who assembled the Trump dossier.
I feel like this is getting quite esoteric.
Yeah.
But I want to know from the chat room, I want to know from Jessica and Walsh, who are the type of people here that will enter into this? I know especially Esposito is lined up by the curtain. We got Miles Van here, Earl Von Trell is lining up out here. We have Wigwam Watanabe. It's basically a mad rush, but I can't get a vision. Who else is running towards the door?
You know, Ron Lewis might be. He's, you know, he wants to get in on the act. Maybe a solid Gordon Garibaldi.
What do you think, Jessica? Who do you see with your eyes?
With my elven eyes, and I'm, who could you remind me again who you see?
I think Tapas Tiempo. And then I'm going to look at the chat room. I don't seem to see Murph, surprisingly, allowing anything up here. Let's see here.
Like Miller might be able to stumble his way to the ring if he hasn't had too many.
You know what? It's already too late.
Old styles.
It's already too late.
Is what it is.
It's already too late, and you know what? You're really starting to piss me off, and it kind of makes me want me to fight you after this match.
I'm not gonna fight
I'm
you,
gonna
Jason.
fight you. All right.
Wow.
I'm sick of it.
I will not fight you. I'm not going to fight
You drop
you.
your lucky marble, and you're like, "Hey, tell everyone that I didn't drop my lucky marble." And then you come back, and you're like, "I dropped my lucky marble." It's offensive.
I will refuse to fight you. I value our friendship too much to let it come to physical blows, to let it come to aggression of this nature.
One day, we're gonna meet in the ring, and there's nothing you can do about it. How do you feel about that?
I really sincerely hope it never comes to that, Jason. I would like to think that our friendship is more valuable than, any kind of brutality you wish to inflict on another person.
Oh, Earl Von Trell is eliminated. I don't know how this affects the overall Scramble Championship, which is this used pan, which goes from man to man. Can somebody explain the Scramble rules here?
Yeah, it is being tossed out of the ring gets you eliminated. Not just over the top rope, through the middle rope as well. If you leave the ring and touch the floor, you're out. Pinfall and submission as well. You know, if you get disqualified, I'm sure that would count as well. There's a lot of ways that you can be eliminated in this match. If you're creative, there's also a lot of ways that you can win this match too.
I'm sorry, Dave, did you just say disqualification? When has it ever looked like someone was close to being disqualified?
I mean, technically, somebody should be disqualified at some point, but, you know...
One time, Hero and Bike were disqualified because Ichabod ran in. That's the only time it's ever...
That was more of a no
clusterfuck.
contest.
It was a clusterfuck. Well, it's officially, on paperwork, it's Hero and Bike were disqualified. Which upsets them both very much, because that's not the case. But, you know, that's SCFL.
The unfortunate aspect of a scramble match is it doesn't let a guy like Miles go for 47 consecutive top rope knee drops out of fear of him getting eliminated.
Yeah, you could just be pushed right over.
Although, I don't know if I've ever seen that style of elimination in a scramble match, so...
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep an eye on it.
This is wild. And Miles Manove is going for his knees, drove him right into the groin of Wim.
Yeah, he knows.
I'm a little
he
surprised.
knows what's up.
I'm a little surprised by Guam's in there. I mean, he's the current gruesome champion. He won the title by an aggressive low blow, not his opponent, which shows the lack of knowledge of what is or is not a legal wrestling, or in that case, mixed martial arts style movie.
Yeah.
This is an interesting group of people here. You have a casino magnate.
Didn't even notice Tapas Temple got eliminated.
Neither did I. Wow.
Yeah, he's just out, man. He's gone.
Oh, and there goes Miles Manhoof. Thinks he's Melvin Manhoof's son. Oh God, Ron Lewis was out. Especially Esposito's out.
Things are really falling into place quickly here.
Yeah. And then there goes Wigwam, Ron Lewis. Weird 3 people here.
Well, at least Wigwam doesn't have a chance of winning it, so that's fine with me.
Wow. Yeah, you know, Wigwam is not the most beloved of these people. Gordon Garibaldi, quite a tan on him. He looks pretty orange, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, he just spends a lot of time in the tanning booth. You know, he's a casino magnate from New Jersey. He's an interesting character, to say the least. You know, he's in SCFL to scout for, you know, possible acts to perform at his casinos. I'm not sure why you would look for professional fighters to be entertainers for you, but you know, sometimes it's just difficult to figure out what's on the mind of anyone.
And now he's busted open. He's gonna have to walk the casino floor, taking in his. Why does he do this, Walsh? Why does he fight in Belly Ribbon, Iowa?
You know, it's for pride. It's for honor. It's pretty ridiculous.
Wow, Gordon Garibaldi, the chops. Woo! God, they're just ganging up on each other. This is brutal. And Wim is a great kickboxer. So it's weird to see him, like these matches, it's just like you kind of get lucky and make your way to the final 3, and then you can kind of figure stuff out from there, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's usually a cascade of eliminations happens. It's the final couple of people, and you know, things go on from there, and it's usually a little bit clearer of what's going on in the ring.
I want to ask the chat room, especially Murph, Generic, the dudes, how are you guys? That's what I want to know. How is everybody out there? How are you, Walsh? How are you, Jessica?
You know, we're getting by.
Well, it's a pretty late night, but I'm plugging along.
You know, this has been quite a night of action. We've had, you know, is the alt-right's reign of terror coming to an end? That we're gonna find out next week, and I sure hope so.
Murph, if it were up to me, you'd always be more than just alt-right. And if that means drugs, it means drugs.
Wow.
Wow. Gordon Garibaldi really showing some gumption here.
Absolutely.
It seemed like the first 5 eliminations went so fast, and now these guys are desperate to do anything they can to avoid elimination.
Working in a few hours does not sound like a great thing. Although I have to wake up in a few hours for my kids, so I understand that.
I have to wake up in a few hours to start doing some Super Bowl preparation.
That's not a real thing.
No, it's for work. It's for work.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, I just talked to Randy Moss. I'm going to have a cool article on Monday. If I could pimp myself, you know, I work for the SCFL. Wow. I work for other sports outlets.
Did you ask Randy Moss if, you know, there's actually growing on him?
If there's what?
Legitimate moss growing on him?
I guarantee you that Randy Moss does not have moss growing on him because he's like a rolling stone. He keeps on moving.
He's too fast. He's not a sloth.
That's wild.
Wim going up top. Oh, got it. That seemed like now. Whoa, he moves him out of the way. Very interesting. Ron Lewis is just getting beat up, and now Gordon Garibaldi he's lost a lot of blood.
Gordon Garibaldi is the odd man out here. Ron Lewis and Wim are former champions. Gordon Garibaldi is just kind of a guy who's here, and
To be fair, a lot of people in Super Chat are just a guy that's there.
Yep, that's pretty much the definition of the whole league. Just guys that are here. Like, they showed up, they did the work of getting in the car.
His whole thing is he's the guy who's not here, and it's Kaizen.
Kaizen will eventually show up.
Kaizen's coming.
Very tantric. Taking a long, long time.
It's true.
You know, but when the release finally comes, it's going to be great. I hope. I mean, it would be really disappointing if it came out and just lost a match or something.
I mean, who knows? This is shoot wrestling for a reason, people. Sometimes things don't work out at all. This is a pretty long match. These men have got to be tired.
Yeah.
A submission has got to be coming.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. The final three.
This is gonna be it. Oh. There it is. Finally, Wim's out. Wow. It comes down to Ron Lewis. Like, these guys would get along, or at least you could say Garibaldi would take advantage of Ron Lewis. If they met in the quote-unquote real world, Garibaldi would probably take Ron Lewis for every penny that he's worth. Wow, and then he did right there, too. Garibaldi, bloody, beaten, but winning.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I'm blown away.
That was interesting, to say the least.
Good match. 78% only. I don't get Bix tonight. I do not get it. And so, while the people are here, we do have to bring up some, for full disclosure, and just to kind of get this out here, there's been some things going on, and it's disturbing, and people aren't happy about it, but it's real, and it's, well, just look. It's concerning.
Wow.
It's
I mean, that's
horrifying.
It's very concerning.
ridiculous.
So in one of our final fights of the night, I'm thinking that Wet Pyman needs to have a hardcore match with somebody, because he's fully dressed right now.
Kind of weird.
Who would that be against, though? You know.
What about one of his former teachers, Mike Miller?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh man. So wait, what is the story behind this, Jessica?
You know, when high school, he had a really great GPA. He had a 4.0, and then Mike Miller, who's a notable complete alcoholic and drunkard, was a substitute teaching a few classes and did not prepare him for you know, the tests, and he lost some potential. He lost out on some potential scholarships and had to go to community college for 6 years.
And that's Mike Miller, who's getting chopped right now with the gray hair and the gray pants. He's just he's a pathetic man who's just trying his best. Whereas Wet Pyman, you can tell, he's kind of a golden god. He burst right through those shirts.
He tore those sleeves off himself. He likes working out. He likes studying history. He likes Well, he liked kickboxing until he was in a couple of brutal matches and realized, you know, should save whatever brain he had left from all the. Now he's in wrestling, which is not that much greater for his brain health.
Right, and keep in mind here that in honor of Murph, we've put this at 10 minutes. This explosion is going off at 10 minutes. And Wet Hyman still has his glasses on. These men may not know that this ring is going to explode in like a little over 7 minutes. There's weapons everywhere. You can tell like they're tentative right now. Whereas Sledding, he fought earlier tonight. He's in his armor. He's prepared.
I like that these gentlemen don't understand how to tie their ties properly. So they have these little tiny ties. I mean, I get that it's a difficult thing to pull off, but
I'm pretty sure they're both clip-ons, and for some reason
like
they just
children's clip-ons.
They're cheaper. There's less material, so they're cheaper.
What kind of scholar has a cheap clip-on neon yellow tie? This is, I don't know. Maybe the kind that hangs out with a guy like Mike Miller.
Guy who did 6 years of an associate degree on University of Phoenix Online because he couldn't get into the good schools.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Mike Miller just spinning him around. I don't understand, like... These men refuse to do any hardcore bumps. They're not made for this. They're just fully dressed. And so Bike was like, hey, he now equates his fighters wearing clothes with, okay, you're going to do a hardcore match. If your shirt is off, then you're not... Oh, and there he goes.
The thing is, because the ring is covered in barbed wire, Mike can't do his most favorite move, which is run the ropes around 5 or 6 times and then lightly bump into his opponent and then exclaim, yeah, in a really loud voice.
It's true, and Wet Hyman's busted open now. He rolls up, man, 3.5 minutes, and I guess Mike Miller's winning.
Hyman keeps going for pinfalls, though. He wants to get out of here as quick as he can.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if Miller has taken 0 damage. Wet Hyman is hoping to catch him off guard in a quick roll-up. But
yeah, and a little bit of a sploot there.
Ah, these guys. Let Lou is talking about sploot pins now.
Sploot pin. I mean, that's what we saw.
It looks like Mike Miller has a big protrusion in his forehead.
He does. He's busted up. He's gone to the mic.
He has the that what was that guy who had the hematoma?
Against
Hominick?
Jose Aldo, Mark Hominick. Yeah.
The Hominick hematoma. You know, that was legendary.
For everybody watching, we would appreciate it so much if you followed us. We do this.
Give us a follow.
Yeah, give us a follow.
It's free. It's gonna fill your heart with content, and it's gonna fill your inbox with a notification each time we go live.
Yeah.
Every Saturday night we have a big old wrestling show, and there's a lot of stuff. You're not gonna find the level of production and the detail in anybody else's very strange wrestling. Video game show, probably not.
20 seconds as Mike Miller is starting to rally back. I think Mike Miller's got this. Both men are bleeding all over their shirts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh, they're alive. They're both alive, but they're both covered in blood in a pool of blood. They're still going at it!
Wow.
Mr. Bianchi is down. Even in the explosion, Mr. Bianchi is down.
Wow. I mean, that suit protects him a little bit, but...
He's kicking his legs. He hasn't had to absorb a terrible explosion in a long while.
He wrestled tonight. He got hurt.
He's busted open.
I think the explosion earlier tonight weakened his armor. He didn't have a chance to get it repaired, and it didn't provide as much protection.
My god, imagine running all the way across the ring into the barbed wire like that. Mike Miller is tired.
Like, he's got a full head of steam. He's like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this.
Like, oh no! I mean, that's like the force that a scholar can throw somebody with, though.
I mean, these guys know a lot about inertia, and
Oh yeah.
From finding out off of Miller going into the barbed wire again.
I would say that they know the minutia of inertia. Oh, right into the barbed wire bat.
I mean, Pyman's got student loans to pay off. He's trying to advance his academic career. He's fighting guys and exploding rings.
He's sort of like Indiana Jones. Right?
To a degree, I guess.
He lives an exciting double life.
Mike Miller has got this. Pyman has taken way too much damage. This is disgusting at this point. Mike Miller, you got to do something else. Slams his head on the sledgehammer. Wet Pyman misses an upside down kick, and Pyman goes back into the barbed wire. Are you kidding me?
You know what I want to make note of here? Mike Miller right now, in that suit, he looks a lot like the lead character from the Michael Douglas film Falling Down.
Wow.
A little bit. And if he had a thick pair of black rimmed glasses, I think it'd be 100%.
Yeah, wow. He could really go postal. These guys are they're not even trying to beat each other. They're just throwing each other into the ropes repeatedly, and they're just getting hurt. This is, I'm not sure what to say anymore.
Hopefully the ring explodes again at 15 minutes and ends this match.
Oh, 2 count. They're just covered in blood. It's like they didn't want to fight at first, but now it's like they might be fighting to the death. Like this is the shoot of all shoots here.
It is legitimately personal.
Yeah. Within 16 minutes, so much can happen. These men are covered in each other's blood. 2 count.
Wow. A lot of resiliency.
Pyman's gone into the barbed wire at least 15 times. At least.
Yeah.
The crowd is going nuts, though.
As they should.
I'm really trying to tear that arm apart.
That slam on the barbed wire baseball bat. White Pyman's head goes right into the barbed wire baseball bat. He kicks out.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, another one on the tip of the barbed wire baseball bat. Give up. It's over. Brutal. That's sick.
A lot of blood.
Wow.
My God. Another 100. We've had 2 100s tonight. Unbelievable.
What a ridiculous match.
Absolutely ridiculous. And before because we may not come back tonight, keep in mind that Foundation Russo, he's a huge Eagles fan. Huge Eagles fan. Here's an only known picture of him, 2009 at Eagles practice.
I mean, the only known picture. Like I've seen him other places.
Right.
All right.
Footage of.
You know what? This is the only known picture of him at a 2009 Eagles practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's never been photographed at an Eagles practice.
Right. Can we decide what the goodbye match is here? I think it should be just a normal match.
Yeah.
No one from Belly Ribbon.
There's been a lot of guys from Belly Ribbon tonight.
The whole clan, actually. How about Fragrant Tanaka versus the Sons of Anger?
Man, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, we could, think, who's available?
Meet
Mean's probably available.
Yep. We gotta do it.
It's either gonna be him or young Ricky Robinson, but Meat Man's a great choice.
I think Meat's an awesome choice. And this is it, the final fight of the night for the Postlands. We're going to set up the rerun immediately after if you want to watch tonight's extremely funny, extremely successful show. And yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a Twitch nomenclature. Most of all, just, you know, love us, please.
And don't forget to say hello to us on Twitter.
Oh!
Yeah. Our social media is here on the channel. At SCFL Highlights is where you can find replays and Bike's occasional banter. You can find Jason at Jason Nawara, which is Nawara.
No one's ever gonna like be able to. You gotta just drop links, baby.
Okay.
You know what? You know what?
Whatever you say.
Yeah. Come on.
Thank you, Letlu.
You know, I'm just, you know, it's too busy for that right now.
Whoa, Mean goes right outside. Fragrant Tanaka's kind of a dick immediately, grabbing a chair. This is getting weird. Look at these guys talking shit, flicking each other off. Why is this happening? These guys don't really have any beef, do they? They're chasing each other all over.
Might have had a match in the past. I honestly can't keep track, but you know, I want to speak for Tanaka, but Meat Man's definitely a you know, he wants to bang, bro, and he's the kind of guy who's gonna, you know, cuss at his opponent regardless of any or perceived animosity.
Fragrant Tanaka, keep in mind, had another good run in the hardcore division, and now Walsh, what is he really up to in the regular kind of wrestling world?
Not that much, you know. It's you know, it's difficult every week for 70-something people to find something to do, but I'm sure we'll find something for him to do soon. There's been talk of establishing a secondary title. And I know there's going to be a lot of guys, including, I believe, these two, who would be immediately in the mix in that picture. So.
I don't even know what that was. He like ran up, gave him a knee, and then a back kick, like a heel kick, right to the back of the head. Incredible.
Yeah. Nice Takuma Shinoku sequence.
Fragrant really willing, like these stiff. Was that a Hurricane Rana there? We'll see right here. He's really.
Yeah, I mean that was a Frankensteiner technically.
Sure.
You know, it's a Hurricane Rana is when you hold on pinfall. Frankensteiner is usually when you do the snap version of it.
Big powerful kicks from Tanaka. Oh, a devastating elbow to the spine, though, bud. Meat Man.
I'm really impressed with these guys' kicks. I mean, we know that their background is in kickboxing, but this is truly, it's interesting how much they integrate that into their wrestling game.
A lot of whips to the corner by Tanaka. I don't know if he's trying to set something up specifically, or if it's just he sees it as a readily available option to just dispatch his opponent that way.
That's a great point.
I'm unfortunately just not super familiar with what big moves he tends to look for.
Wow, huge double kick right to the face of Tanaka. But these guys are in good shape. You can see him getting up right away. This is a big boot to the face. There's a chair in here. This mat is so messed up. It's just dirty. Oh, huge kick to the face, Tanaka.
Wow.
Mean, I think, has even flirted with the hardcore division, so it's really interesting to see them embrace like a wrestling, but also kickboxing style now. These guys can do it all.
He's a former hardcore tag champion with Chucky Murphy, and you know they were kind of notable for kind of like our current champs, the Lost Boys, not known for protecting their bodies with any kind of
the hardcore tag title
torso
being the framed picture of the Public Enemy.
Rest in peace, Public Enemy.
Yeah. Oh. Getting too close to the ropes. These guys are just hanging out in the corners.
Yeah.
Those dragon screw leg whips by Mean are going to really affect Tanaka's ability to land those big kicks and get enough, torque on his Hurricane Rise and a couple other big moves he's been throwing recently.
Yeah, look at he's just kicking him from every angle possible. This is brutal. They're kicking each other when they're down. This is just they just want to kick each other constantly. Constant kick.
Wow.
Two count there. I feel like these guys have a lot left. This is a nice way to go out on the show. I'm really liking this fight.
Yeah, these guys are really... I mean, they're taking advantage of the position they're being given here.
Right. They both know that a big win here, where it is, Murph is watching. They got a big crowd watching. A win here kind of propels them into something. .TV, anything, After next week's .TV title. Every division is really shaken out.
Big super kick.
Oh man, that flying Bruce Lee kick. These guys are really just beating the crap out of each other now.
Other than the occasional reversal roll-up from Tanaka, I don't recall seeing a pinfall attempt from either man in quite a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that big
like
supercut.
Supercuts.
Supercut. Wow.
Whoa, he going for the fragrant one for the Hurricane Rana, but Meat reverses it with a huge power bomb and then a kick to the head.
Jeez.
My God. Huge lifting DDT by Mean. Mean is nasty.
Yeah, that's his implant DDT, the pin dropper he likes to call it. It's usually what he likes to finish a match with, but
it's over. Yeah, Mean.
I'm too tired to go for a pinfall that first time, but
wow, it's a big win.
Backslide.
Oh, he was getting a little desperate though. He said he usually tries to finish directly with that but
93. We've had a night of like 6 or 7 90+ fights tonight. It's been a hell of a night. I can't wait for next week. 11 titles on the line. We got Ichabod versus Bike in a cage, special guest referee. There's no running for Ichabod. The alt-right can't interfere anymore. This is finally coming to this. Let's go through what did we see tonight before we sign off.
Brand new Scramble champion, front read.
He's got no nipples. Pan. He's got a pan. We saw Dubois kick Esonophil's ass to retain his .TV title. I mean, we saw
Gary Balea become the #1 contender for the gruesome title.
Yep, absolutely. We saw the Lost Boys tie again with High Seas. So next week that they're going to go into their hardcore tag title match for the Public Enemy picture frame. I mean that's incredible. I think our next week we're going to see the Suits from Men's Warehouse possibly.
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, a Bike was unmasked. We might as well just show that one more time. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. We do know that Kaizen is still coming.
Eventually.
We do know that this was brought to us by Philly Buick. I mean, we got another hardcore title, the three-way between the Wall, Technology, Zoning, right? I don't even know.
Yeah.
We've seen so much.
But most importantly, I just want to remind everyone, fucking another match.
What?
They did it. Fixers won another match.
Yeah,
Fixers,
that's true.
They did it. Let Lou and Xylophonist did it. And then now they're going to be taking on the Alt-Right in Federal Bell, the tag team champions there. Like, my God. Next week, I can't even get over it. There's a lot going on. I mean, we also, yeah, we saw Philly Supreme. Discussion Davis and Philly Supreme are fighting next week. I'm blown away.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a night. I'm gonna say goodnight. How about you, Walsh? How about you, Jessica?
Absolutely. Good night.
Good night. We love you all. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for their generic, Murph, all you guys.
Thanks again to New Legacy for the raid. We appreciate it, and we love you boys very much.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys sticking around and watching and enjoying. You know what? But yeah, you're the best.